do so that we can achieve our distinction. So, welcome back to our class. Today, I'm not going to be talking too much. Why? Because I wanted you guys to study with me so that um, we are able to get a distinction. We have two lives. We have a live on TikTok, and we also have a live on YouTube. So, if you have any question, let me know. We are here to solve those problems, to see that everything is you are able to understand everything. I know that some people are going to be writing on in this coming month, that's June, exams, final exams, and some people are going to be writing their exams uh, June, but they are writing for May, June, what we call that June exam, like they're going to write their finals in at the end of the year. So we have two categories of people who are supposed to be on this live. So the essence of this life is simple, is to see that everyone is able to pass. Both the people who are going to write their finals in June, May, June, and those who are also going to write their exams in June. So for this class today, I'm going to be talking about paper one. Yes, paper one, so that I'm able to cover up everyone who is outside there. So people who are doing June, I'm gonna cover the content which is gonna be covered in June exam. That is paper one. Then we shall have another class whereby we can talk about other things. Ne? Yes. People who are on TikTok, I might not have enough system to share my screen for now, but we will share, I think, in the next class. People who are on YouTube, yes, your what? Your screen is gonna be shared, and then we see how we're gonna help each other. Guys, to get a distinction, it starts from you, not the teacher. Before I start to talk about anything, it starts from you, not the what? Not the teacher. Let me show you. Listen carefully. It starts from you, not the teacher. The teacher, the function of the teacher is to help you, guide you, but the most important thing is you to read and read and read. We are there just to help you to see that you guys, you are able to solve your problems. I've put my number there so that you guys, you can post the questions and I solve those problems now. I don't want you to be there struggling and doing a lot of things when we are there, still there. I'm here, guys, for a lot of hours for you so that at least you are able to pass. I didn't manage to start on time because of the raining and then the electricity keeps on going on and off. So I have no control about that. But once everything is settled, then that's why you are seeing me live. Guys, if you have a question, post it. I'm here to see that all the questions are being solved. Sir, are you teaching or what? Someone's asking me, sir, are you teaching or what? Yes, I'm going to have two things. I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to give you questions to see, to test you to see that you guys were able to answer those questions. And also, I'm going to be waiting you. If you have a way how, or you have a challenge, you can call. I'll open the lines. You can call so that when you call, yes, I'm able to put you on live so that everyone can hear your what you are talking about or your advice. If you have any other way how you can read, you guys don't be selfish to yourself. Yeah, you can't be successful alone outside there. You have to be with other people who are there to help you also. You can't be, even the richest person in the world will require people who are working with. You understand? He's working with those people who are not able to. He can't do everything. Yes. You can't do everything alone. So it means that share what you have so that even others can benefit. Don't say that, okay, me, I can't share or I can't do anything. No, please keep on sharing. Once you share, you are able to also obtain. And then if you know something, teach it to someone else. You are able to understand that better. Yes, sometimes we teachers, we can teach a concept and you don't get it right, but your fellow student can teach you a concept and you get it right. You understand? So you guys make sure that you keep sharing what you have so that others can also benefit. You understand? So you guys, thank you for joining the chat. I'm going to talk about human response to the environment for now. Why? Because that's the first topic, but we're going to cover all the topics of paper one. Some people don't know even what is paper one. Do you know that? Yes, some people don't know which topics do we find in paper one. Basically, the topics we find in paper one is number one. Yes, the topics we find in paper one, number one, reproduction in vertebrates. You have to read it. The percentage of marks is not that much. Reproduction in vertebrates. I'm repeating. Number two, the questions you're going to find in paper one, reproduction in humans. There you find the male reproductive system, the female reproductive system, the menstrual cycle, those hormones, structure of a sperm, structure of the ovum, all those things, you find them in paper one. Then you have human response to the environment. Someone was asking me, sir, that your distinction material book, it doesn't have human response to environment. Until I took a picture and then I showed that no, it's there. We call it human response to environment. How do humans respond to environment? They respond to environment using the receptors, the system which detect what is outside, and then you're able to communicate. Basically, number one, you can talk about the nervous system, you can talk about the brain, you can talk about the spinal cord, the eye, the ear. Yeah, that is human response to the environment. That topic has a lot of marks. Guys, make sure that you maximize it. Number three, number four is tropism. No, not tropism. Tropism is far. The hormones are in plants, which we call the endocrine, not plants, in animals, which we call the endocrine system, the system which produce hormones. Yes, the system of glands. Yeah? This one, it challenges students. Yeah, it challenges students. The reason why it challenges you is because those are hormones, you can't alter them. If I'm called Saidi, you can't call me Saidi. No, it's Saidi. You understand? You can't alter it. That's it. That's the problem with those hormones. And then you have to know the hormone, which gland produces that hormone. How does that hormone affect the body so that you are able to understand what you call the homeostasis? And then what is the effect if that hormone is too much or that hormone is too low? That's what you call, that's another what? Another thing you need to understand. Yes. So you guys make sure that you understand also that is also another topic in paper one. Then you have what you call endocrine system, or keeping the internal environment constant, the amount of salt, the amount of sugar, the amount of water in the body, the amount of carbon dioxide, all those things are able, you have to understand how do we control that. But to know that, just know the gland, which hormone produces, the function of the hormone. Once you know that, endocrine system, the homeostasis is simple as eating, simple as what? Eating ice cream. Do you find the bones in ice cream? No. All right. Then number three, another one is tropism, which the plants talk. They talk, when you're eating them, you are busy eating them, you don't know that they're saying, why are you eating me, really? All right. They also talk to each other. They communicate. How do they communicate? They communicate through hormones. You understand? So also that is paper one. So basically, we have reproduction in invertebrates. Write it if you don't know. Human reproduction, that's number two. Write it. Human reproduction has a lot of marks. I'm going to do the prediction. Yeah. Should I do it today? Yeah. Yes, on Sunday. Yes, I'll do the prediction on Sunday. Make sure that you are here on our channel. Yes. Then number three, response to the environment by human. Then number four, endocrine system. Number five is homeostasis and the thermoregulation. Basically, thermoregulation is homeostasis. Yeah. So homeostasis. But some people, they think that thermoregulation is not part of homeostasis. It's homeostasis. Number six, the last topic is the tropism. That is response to the environment by plants. How do plants respond? So those are the 6 topics you're supposed to cover in paper 1. How do you get marks? A lot of marks. You find it in response to the environment by human. That is the eye, ear, spinal. Don't mess up. Don't mess up, guys. Don't say that I'll figure it out. Don't do that. Make sure that you maximize. I'm going to show you where to get marks and what not to miss today. Yes. Then number 2, don't forget that we have 5 hours of me and you. Ne? Me and you trying to show you where. After this class, paper 1 sorted. Sorted. Let me take a small drink. By the way, this is juice, ne? Yeah, don't say that. This is juice, ne? Make sure you drink juice, ne? Don't drink John when he's walking. John when you'll forget everything. All right, guys. You want to drink John when he's walking? You call it what? John Walker. I'm not a fan of that. Someone is asking, sir, are you teaching life science only, or you can teach other subjects also? Yes, I teach other subjects. Number 1, I teach physical science. I teach agricultural science. I teach natural science. Science, ne? Yeah, science. Don't ask me history. Yeah, because I'm not a teacher for history. All right, let's continue. Paper 2 topics, if you don't know. I did the prediction already. If you have not seen it, you have not seen the prediction, go to YouTube, Thundereduc, find the Thundereduc prediction 2024. Yes. After writing the paper, you come out and then you tell me 95% of the paper you're going to write is there. So don't ask me questions. So I'm here to teach you paper 1 now. After that, on Sunday, I'll predict for you. Then I'll get more time and then I drill you in paper 2 also. So that this thing of science is nothing. I'm telling you, it's nothing. Don't even waste your time struggling. Don't stress yourself. Do what I'm telling you to do. You'll get 100%. I think I should have shown you my. I'm starting soon. How many certificates I have? 100% pass rate. Don't talk. Don't joke. Yes. Why? Because people whom I teach, they listen. When they listen, you make me proud. That's why I'm here with you now, so that you make me proud this year too, with 100% pass rate. All right, sir, when are we starting the nervous system? Now. We are starting nervous system now. Yes. Sir, are we starting with nervous system? Yes, because I know that people outside there, they have not covered nervous system, and nervous system has a problem. Oh, no. Nervous system doesn't have a problem with you. You have a problem with nervous system. Yes. So make sure that you are here. Paper 2, I said that paper 2, DNA, code of life. Write it down. People who are writing in June, they are writing their finals in November. I think I should talk about it. How much marks do you expect in there? DNA, meiosis. When you read other topics, other papers, past papers, you'll find meiosis in paper 1. We shifted it to paper 2 only. Yes. Then, most especially people who are doing amended, people who are upgrading. Ne? Guys, do not misuse your time. When parents paying school fees, I'm not saying that whoever is upgrading, they misuse the resources. No, quote me right. Do not misuse your resources they have given you, your parents, for now. Why? Why I'm saying that, people are saying when you go there, the world is not easy. Guys, use the chance you have once and for all. You understand? Yes. Number 2, DNA. Number 2, meiosis. Paper 2, still genetics. Genetics has a problem with you. I don't know whether you have a problem with it or it has a problem with you. The reason why you don't understand it is because you don't like it. How can you understand me when you don't like me? Because you don't give me time. If you want to understand a topic, you have to like it. Simple. Like it. Like it. It will like you. You will understand it. Let me take an example. Do you understand a teacher, the content that teacher is teaching, when you don't like that teacher? You don't. So like the topic, the topic will like you. Simple. Yeah. Number 3, we said DNA, meiosis, genetics. Genetics is the problem with you. Please, like it, the problem will be solved. Then you have evolution. Yes, you have evolution. Evolution in human evolution, and evolution by natural selection, where we talk about the Darwinism, the Lamarckism, the gradualism, where we talk about the speciation, although that is what we call what? Sorry, sir, can I get your number? Because I'm struggling with gene mutation. My number is everywhere. Even I put it there. I say that please WhatsApp me. If you check the chats there up. Yeah, 0848 331738. Simple. Yes. Record it, then you're able to get it. All right. Yes. Send a question. If you have a question, guys. Now I'm opening questions. Ne? Send the questions to my WhatsApp. Let me type it. 084 people on TikTok. Please send me questions so I'm able to help you out. Ne? Yes. 0848331738. Don't ask me many questions. Don't give me a full paper that, sir, no, you are not the only one. Do something, send me, help you. If I'm not available, there's nothing I can do because I also have to look for. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and share. I also have to look for the bread for my kids. Yes. Guys, people on YouTube, that's the number. People on TikTok, please make sure that, yeah, you also have the number. Next time I say that, text makes the things easy. I like your textbooks. They make everything easy. Yeah, we call it understand, and we call it distinction material. There is nothing. I will show you. There is no question you're gonna find, and it can't be answered by that book. Simple. All right. Let's start, guys. People on TikTok, what am I going to do with you? Let me see if I can find a way out. All right. Let me do like this. Yeah. And then I do like this. Yeah. I'm coming, eh? People on TikTok, I'm coming. Do like this. So guys on YouTube, you are clear. Let me check. You that you guys on YouTube, you are clear. Think the content is visible. Yeah. Do you want to see my face? All right. By the way, I'm not promoting this, ne? No, I'm not promoting this. Yeah, I'm just drinking. Yes. Drinking what? Capi. What you call it? Capi or kepi, whatever. Who cares? As long as it's in the stomach. All right. People on TikTok, let me just help you so that you are able to see me better. Yeah, you know, a lot. Good. Good. A lot of gadgets here. Hey. People on TikTok, don't look at my face. Why do you like to look at my face? We are starting, guys, ne? If I can't, then you only just hear me and then you can go to. Yes. Oh, not a single TikTok. I'm new. I'm new here. Yeah. All right. TikTok people. TikTok. TikTok people, you just hear me now. Yeah. All right, guys, let's start. Nervous system. Human response to the environment. Let's start with what you call. What is nervous system, by the way? What do you understand when you say nervous system? What comes to your mind? If you have a distinction material book, open it. Open it. We are on page. We're going to start with the page where we have the nervous system. Eh? Yes. Uh, what is nervous system? Response to the environment by human. How do humans respond? Let me see if I have someone here. I'm seeing maybe Lindo Kushe. Lindo Kushe. Lindo Kushe. Lindo Kushe. Are you here? Did you hear me? How did you hear me? What did you use? Do you see what I'm teaching you? How do you see it? You see, that's how this your body responds to the environment. We call it response of human to the outside environment. What helps you to do that is the nervous system. The nervous system is a system which helps to change the stimulus you have outside into an impulse. An impulse is an electrical message which moves along the body. You understand? It moves along your body. Yes, when it moves along the body, now you are able to see. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and share, yeah, so that our channel grows. Yeah, because that is the best thing you can, yeah, you can support me by sharing, liking, so that our channel can also what can grow. So unfortunately, I don't hey guys, people on TikTok, I'm saying that I'm really very much sorry. I'm repeating that to you. I wanted you to see exactly what I'm teaching here, like the people on YouTube, but I've failed you. I've not yet. Yeah, but the system is fine. So let's start. What you're going to cover here is the nervous system, the neurons. We're going to look at the central nervous system, the peripheral nervous system, the autonomic nervous system, the how is it divided, the structure of the nerve and the functioning, the reflex act, the disorders, the eye, the ear, the receptor, and the defects, basically. All right. It's my pen. Here is my pen. Some people, they don't know how do I shoot this. Well, it's a hectic work for me to shoot. Guys, open the structure of the eye. Okay, nervous system is divided into two: the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. If you're not in the center, you are on the side. Yes, so we call it peripheral nervous system. If you're not in the center here, if you're not in the center, on the sides. You understand? Yes. So your central nervous system, then peripheral nervous system. Look at your bed. If you don't sleep in the middle of the bed, where are you? On the sides. So the sides we call it peripheral nervous system. The center we call it the central nervous system. What is in the center is the brain and the spinal cord. Brain and the spinal cord are the things which are in the center. So we have the brain and then we have the spinal cord. But if you look at the brain and spinal cord, they have they have what? They have wires which come from the brain move away. You understand? Those wires is what you call the peripheral nervous system. You understand? Yes. So the peripheral nervous system is divided into two. That is autonomic nervous system and the somatic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system means involuntarily. You can't have control over it. Involuntary nervous system. You understand? It is an involuntary, autonomic. Then somatic comes from what is soma. Soma means a body. Your body, yes, means a body. Soma, soma. Whenever you talk about soma, you're talking about the body. So somatic. Whenever you talk about som, ribosome, the body which is made up of ribos, perisomes. You see, lysosome. You see, it's a body making up of chemicals which split. Lysosome. You see? Yes. So whenever I say somatic means a body. Somatic nervous system, it means that these other parts of the not center. You understand? Yes. So that's why you call it somatic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is divided into two. That is the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? Yes. Ah, wait, guys. You don't tell me. You must tell me. You're supposed to tell me that I don't see you, sir. Alright, don't see you, sir. I'm supposed to show you what I'm doing. Guys, if you have any complication, let me know. Yes, don't just leave it the way it is. Sir, why are good in lives deserve to be best teachers? Thank you. All right, guys, let's continue. So we said that this is what I was explaining. Guys, I'm going to keep on dismissing this. Oh, okay, it's fine, it's fine. All right, just repeating. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, guys. Share. Like. Yes. All right, guys. Yes. We said that the central nervous system is divided into two: central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system is divided into the brain and the spinal cord, while the autonomic nervous system is divided. The peripheral nervous system is divided into autonomic nervous system, which is automatic, and the somatic nervous system, which means the body. The autonomic nervous system is divided now into two. That is sympathetic nervous system and the para. You have gone. Parasympathetic, what does it mean? Sympathetic, imagine, guys, now I'm talking about people who are old, most especially those people who are upgrading, amended. And then now I'm talking to people who are still young, you who are writing finals in November. Imagine your father told you, don't go out parable. Make sure that you don't go out. I'm going somewhere, but I'm gonna come back. As he leaves, you come back. You move out also. But he forgets that you have, he forgets something at home. You have moved out. As you are moving out, you are hearing his voice. And this is the father you are scared of. How are you going to feel by that time? The heart is going to pump so much. You're going to feel like, you even don't see, you open your mouth, your eyes widely. Why do you do that? It is the sympathetic nervous system is putting you in an emergency. But after that, he said, okay, my daughter, I know that you have dressed up, but I said, don't go. There's nothing I'm going to do for you. Next time, today go. Next time, don't do it again. You're going to say, oh, parasympathetic now is working. The hard situation is done. So parasympathetic will bring the situation back to normal. Sympathetic will increase the situation, like prepares you for emergency. You see a lion coming, you either take off or you fight the lion. I don't know how strong you are to fight the lion. Anyway, yes, we're gonna see it in detail. Let's look at the central nervous system. The central nervous system is made up of the brain I talked about and the spinal cord. Good boys, good girls. Yes, you're boys and girls, man. Yeah. How is the question will come? How do we set questions here? In most cases, I'm talking about questions here. Then we're going to look at some of the questions here, and then we continue. How is this the central nervous system, the spinal cord, and the brain protected? The spinal cord and the brain is protected by the cranium. Guys, do not use the word skull. No, use the word cranium. Because when you say skull, you're talking about the whole thing, including the teeth. Which brain is the teeth protecting? You think people who don't have teeth, their brain is not protected. So you better use the word cranium. When you say skull, we will give you a 0 with the eyes. I'm telling you. Even drink for that. So please use brain protected by cranium. Brain is protected by the meninges. 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 These are the three membranes we are talking about. The three membranes. We don't need you to know the three membranes. Some books you are reading, I'm not saying that don't use them. Quote me right. They're outdated because we keep on changing. That's why I always recommend, not because it's my book, distinction material book, not because it's my book, it's because we update that book each and every year. That's why you see 2023 version, don't use it. Use 2024 version, 2025 version. 2025 version will be out after we have adjusted what they have told us that this has been adjusted. So please don't waste your time with the names of the membrane, the Piamara, the Dioramara, the arachnoids. We don't want them. Just say meninges. Simple. Number 3. Protected by the cerebrospinal fluid. That's the brain. Inside there is a fluid which protects. You understand? It protects the body. Ne? Yes. So it's protected by the cerebrospinal fluid. Yes. Then that's cerebro. It's called cerebro because it comes from the brain, and then spinal because it runs to the spinal cord. So that's why we say that the brain is protected by cranium, meninges, also the cerebrospinal fluid. But the spinal cord is protected by the cerebrospinal fluid and the vertebrae or vertebrae. I don't know how do you call it. Yes, as long as the spelling is correct. Here is the brain. Here is the what? Here is the brain. You see the brain? Let me see if someone is asking me a question. Yeah, there is the brain. That brain, you need to know it. The biggest part of the brain is called cerebrum. Cerebrum. You need to know the function. 3 per each, 2 at least. Naming is simple. Hypothalamus. Hypo means low. Thalamus is a gland which is just below the thalamus gland. That's why it's called hypothalamus. Pituitary gland. Don't call it master gland. We will give you 0. Then you have medulla oblongata. We have the spinal cord. We have the cerebellum at the back. I'm gonna show you. We have a bundle of fibers which connect the left and the right side of the brain, which called the corpus callosum. Guys, it's not corpus luteum. Corpus luteum is found in the female reproductive system. Unless you are telling me that your female reproductive system is here, you call it corpus luteum. Anyway, you never know. Because some people, I'm not the one who didn't say anything. Some people, if you say corpus luteum, you mean that your female reproductive system is here. And I said you never know because some people, hey, stay virgin. All right. If you lost it, start now because virginity doesn't lie. You can't lie with it. Yes. Anyway, let's continue. That's another day when we're talking about reproduction. All right, we are saying that we are saying that we have what you call corpus callosum. We need to know now the function. This one has two functions. The first function is it receives cerebrum, this part, the biggest part of the brain. Maybe you have never seen my head. Biggest part of the brain. Most of all this part. Yes, most of it. We call it what? This part. We call it this part. We call it what? Yeah, all this part. That thing which has the freckle, the wrinkles, ne? Yes. All that part we call it cerebrum. Cerebrum is responsible for what? Is responsible to receive all sensations. Do you know the sensations? Receives and interprets them. It receives and interprets all the sensation. Yes. Seeing, that sight. Hearing, touch, tasting. Yeah. Smell good, man. Yeah. All that is being interpreted by cerebrum. Number two, it is also very important in controlling voluntary actions. Voluntary what? Voluntary actions. Talk about the voluntary actions. Raise up the hand. Sit down. Stand up. Things you do on your own will. Actually, I always say that things which make people to go to the jail. Because whatever they talk about in the jail or in the court, they say that you did it when you are knowing. You can't be sleeping and you. This is life science, ne? Don't put feeling anyway. You can't be sleeping and you fart, ne? And the person you are sleeping with says that, huh, why did you do that? Because you don't know what is happening. It means that that is not controlled by cerebrum, because cerebrum controls all voluntary actions. The actions you do on your own will. You do it when you know that I'm doing it. That's what you call the voluntary action. Yes. So now, example. Just a moment. Yes. Here we are saying that number one, it controls. It controls all voluntary actions. It controls all voluntary actions. Number two, it receives. The word it receives and interprets all sensation. We talked about them. Number three is a higher thought process. It's a center for higher thought process. Here it includes memory. It includes reasoning. It includes judgment, memory, reasoning, and judgment. Yes. Judgment, in this case, we don't mean judging. Look at someone and say, "Ah, that guy is doing this." Judgment is you are walking, you have stairs. How do you calculate? How do you judge this distance like this? Yeah, that's the judgment you are talking about. So you are seeing a situation and then you think, and then, yes. So that's memory, reasoning, and judgment. Then what about corpus callosum? That's number one is done. Corpus callosum. Corpus callosum connects the left and the right hemisphere. The left part of the brain and the right part of the brain, they are being connected together by corpus callosum. And the left and the right, they allow communication between the two. Yes. We go to the next one. What is the next one? So it allows communication between the two hemispheres. By the way, the left part of the brain controls the right part of the what? Of the body. And the right part of the brain controls the left part of the what? Of the body. So if your left part of the brain has issues, it's the right part of the body which is going to have also issues. So you need to know if you have a problem with the right part, then ask or think about that. It's the left part of the brain which is having those issues. Okay, corpus callosum is done. So we say that it connects the two hemispheres together and allows communication between the two hemispheres. Number 3, guys, is pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is a gland which controls most of the glands in our body. It controls the reproductive systems. It controls the it controls the breasts. It controls the actually most the thyroid gland, most of the glands in the body, they are being controlled by the pituitary gland. And most of the hormones in the body are being produced by the pituitary gland. Yes. That's why some books they say master gland, but if you say master gland in the exam, we're gonna cancel it. The only two names we allow is the pituitary gland or hypophysis. Clear, guys? Simple. Let's continue. Then we have those people sharing and liking. Thank you very much. You are really supporting our channel. Thank you very much. Michelle, Antony. Yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe I might read your names in a bad way, but yeah. Then you have the spinal cord. Sorry. So that is the hypophysis or pituitary gland. You can talk about ADA, no, not ADH. You can talk about luteinizing hormone. You can talk about follicle stimulating hormone. You can talk about prolactin. You can talk about thyroid stimulating hormone. All those are hormones. These are the hormones we are talking about. It produces a number of hormones. Yes, this one. So we're going to look at it in the in the endocrine system. What about hypothalamus? Hypothalamus is very important in controlling the hunger. If you're hungry, is the hypothalamus. If you are sleeping, dozing, hypothalamus. If you have too, you can detect the temperature, hypothalamus. Some people are too emotional. Yes, hypothalamus. It's your hypothalamus which is controlling all this. What about? So hypothalamus is cool. Medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata is just next to the spinal cord. In most cases, when we bring questions, I'm going to show you that some people, they fail to understand what is the hypothalamus. No. What is the medulla oblongata versus medulla oblongata versus what? The spinal cord. So people, they fail to understand. Yes. So you guys make sure that you understand it better. Yes. Let's continue. So this one, the first swelling, guys, the first swelling is called a pons. That pons will no longer asking you. Don't even waste your time. We no longer what? Asking you the pons. Yes, we no longer asking you the pons. So it is removed. But other books, they show. Yes. Then you have the second swelling is the medulla oblongata. Then when you go down is the spinal cord. So medulla oblongata, because spinal cord is responsible for involuntary actions. There are reflex actions which are involuntary. Definitely the medulla oblongata must also be involved in involuntary actions. That's why you say that transmits impulse between the spinal cord and the brain. It means that it's a junction between the brain and the spinal cord. Yes. Number 2, it controls all voluntary actions. Voluntary actions. Actions. Voluntary actions are actions you don't have control over it. An example, you can talk about swallowing. When you swallow food, when it reaches here, you can't say, I'm afraid to come back. Even if you are upside down, Baba, it will go. Hey, you don't have control over it. Imagine you're busy peeing. Now someone comes and then you will do like this, but you are peeing. Why? You don't have control until the pressure is gone. You don't have control over it. Oh, do you control your heartbeat? No, you don't have control over it. Yeah, it's also voluntary action. Don't mess or make two difference between voluntary action and reflex action. However much the reflex actions are also voluntary, but reflex actions are different from the voluntary actions. So please don't mix the two. Yeah. Either people who are on Thundereduc, thank you very much for being our our followers. Yeah. You're following. You following us means a lot to us. Yeah. And also, guys, if it shows that maybe our content is good for you. But guys, if you have any challenge with our channel, let us know. Just keep quiet and say that, no, no. We need to see that tomorrow we give you a better version of. If you want to something to be presented in a different version or different angle, let us know. Let us know. Eh? Don't just keep quiet. We will help to improve that. Yes. Your feedback helps us to make best content. Yes. So, guys, I think I'm clear there. Then you have what you call cerebellum. Cerebellum. So, guys, voluntary actions and reflex action are two different things. You understand? Someone is asking me, sir, can you explain Mark first only life science marking guideline? Okay, Lizo, I'll explain that. Sir, can you move the screen to functions of explain so that not okay. Yeah, I think now you are able to see. All right. Then someone is asking, how do I download the book? You have to follow the link in there. Yes. All right, guys. Let's continue to the next part. If you don't understand, let me know, guys. Let me know, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, share the video. Share the video. Yes. When we are saying that, we have cerebellum, this part of the brain. Let me show you. uh, okay, guys. Cerebellum is fine here. You find it here. Let me check and see if you can able to see me. Yes. Yeah. Here. This part. That's where you find. So, what is this? Is the cranium, this part, this box, we call it the brain box. That's how it protects. You understand? So when you open it, you're able to see the what? You're able to see the what? The brain. So the what was here is the cranium. You understand? So inside here, this thing inside, if you see that thing inside, is what you call the spinal cord. The spinal cord is not this thing. This is called a vertebral column. That's which protects the spinal cord. The spinal cord is that thing inside. Yes, that's what it means. So now the brain, this part here, that's where you find the cerebellum. And then the upper part on top is where you find the cerebellum. You understand? So if you check it properly, you're able to see all that. So now I've removed the cranium, but still this is a skull. That's why we don't say that the brain is protected by the skull, because the skull, even this one is a skull, even these eye sockets, all these things where the ears, that's a skull. You understand? So that's why we say that you're supposed to say cranium. Think I'm clear there? Then they are saying that so here is the spinal cord, but where it connects is what you call the medulla oblongata. So this part you see here, here. You know, some people, they like to beat their kids or their brothers and sisters like this. Yeah, it's nice when you're doing it, but it's very bad. Why? Because the centers for balance, it control muscle tone to maintain what? Balance. The centers for balance are here. Someone was telling me that in uh, kickboxing, you are not allowed to kick here. Why? Because when you kick this side, here, you lose balance. That's why even the thieves, when they are catching you, they want to do something wrong to you, they hit you here. They don't hit you here. Why? Because the centers for balance are here. So guys, please don't forget that. Make sure that you remember that. Yes. So that is the brain. So it controls all voluntary movement like more walking, running, movement, not action. Yes, and we said coordinates, not control. There is a difference between coordinating and then controlling. Yes. Then we have the muscle tone. Muscle tone, yeah, how strong they are. Yes. Yeah. So basically, that is the medulla obo cerebellum. Then, is there any other part I've not talked about? Let's go to the question. Can we answer together? Uh, 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 uh. What is this? You write it down, or at least say it so that when I say it, now you are able to, when you are able to tell me the answers. What is A? What is B? What is C? What is D? What is E? Now let's start. A is the spinal cord. B is the medulla oblongata. C is the corpus callosum. D is the cerebellum. E is the D is the cerebrum. E is the cerebellum. What are they? Whenever they bring a question, make sure that you answer those questions correctly. So they're saying that diagram below shows some part of the human central nervous system. Okay, the human central nervous system. The human central nervous system. Saying that. Check. Central nervous system. A, we have seen it is the spinal cord. C, we have seen it is the corpus callosum. Write down the letter and the name. When they say letter and the name, guys, make sure that you understand this. When they say letter and the name, it must be letter and the name. Don't just do. They want the name and they want the letter. Yes, so that you're able to get those 2 marks. Has the Center for Interpreting Test. Test is a sensation. So if the sensation, talk about the biggest part of the brain, which is the cerebrum. So the answer, you come here, you look for the cerebrum is D, and then it is the cerebrum. Then they're saying that regulates heartbeat. Heartbeat is an involuntary action. Heartbeat is an involuntary what? Action. Involuntary actions are being controlled by medulla oblongata. So the answer is B, and then the answer is medulla oblongata. Is responsible for motor coordination. Motor coordination is like this thing of walking, catching the ball. Yeah. So that is the making yourself balance. So that is the cerebellum, which is the E. So we got it right. So the answers are there already. What about the spinal cord? So guys, the brain is, that's the brain. And then if you look at other questions on the brain, let me check if see I can find more questions on the brain. Just one question, and then we continue to other parts of the question. What are they saying here? What is A? So you need to answer them all. E is spinal cord. You see now, medulla oblongata is here. Medulla oblongata is here. You see, the first swelling is the pons, the second swelling is medulla oblongata, but here now is the spinal cord. So spinal cord, cerebellum, this is corpus callosum. You see, then this is the pituitary gland, and then this is the that is the what? The cerebrum. So I think, guys, you have got it right based on what I've said. Yes. People on TikTok, we're gonna. All right. Then they're saying that someone saying E is cerebrum. Yes, spinal cord. Okay. Should I give you some few answer at time, and then you guys you answer for me, and then we see how far. Yes, some questions I'm gonna ask you to give me if I say that is challenging. Yeah. Thank you very much, Bloom and the Pechu. Is here label Hele. Yes. All right. They're saying that but they're saying that memorizing cellular phone number. a cellular phone number. That is memory. Memory, reason, judgment. Memory, reason, judgment. Which part of the brain is responsible for memorizing the phone number? Your age, your name, your mother's name, your father's name, your country, your ID number. Which part of the brain controls that? That is the biggest part of the brain. That is cerebrum. Yeah. So that part is going to be B. Then they're saying that, what is the question here up? They're saying represent, okay. Think B, and then you tell us the name. Coordinates all voluntary movement. Control all coordinates voluntary movement. Easy cerebellum. Yes, we saw it in the distinction material here. You see, coordinates all voluntary movement. Then they're saying that secrete hormones. We said it. We talked about it, and then we said we're going to talk about it more. That is the pituitary gland. We have here the pituitary gland. Yes, the answer is A. Then they're saying that connect the two hemispheres of part B. So it's gonna be B, which is the part B. Two hemispheres is corpus callosum, which is C. So it means that corpus callosum reflex action that occurs when stepping, you step on the sharp object with barefoot. So in there, we're gonna have to talk about the spinal cord, because that is a reflex action. Yes. So the answer is gonna be E, which is E. Yeah. So guys, that's it. Let's go to the next part. Spinal cord. Spinal cord. I usually tell people that when you want to understand the spinal cord, is simple. Someone saying people are contributing correct answers, ne? Yes, people are contributing correct answers. Am I too fast, guys? Do you benefit? If you are not, please let me know. Yes, I'm seeing Mano. Yes. Thank you very much, ma'am. Please don't forget to share and subscribe, ne? Share and subscribe, guys. Yes. People on YouTube, let me know, ne? Guys, if you have questions, I send a number there. Let me know. Uh, let me know, guys, so that I'm able to help you out. Let me check and see if there is someone who is sending me question on YouTube, on WhatsApp. There is no one here yet, but oh, someone is asking me about genetics. Guys, genetics is not for today. Eh? It's not for today. Genetics is for the next day. All right. Let's go to the next question. That is how do I remember this? I always tell the people that draw a simple thing. When you know the structure of the spinal cord, you know the structure of the reflex arc. Yeah, it's the same thing, because basically you need to know the structure of the reflex arc. You're able to understand this better. You understand? Once you know the structure of the reflex arc, everything is right. Yeah. Yes. So there are some questions which you need to know about it. Write them down about this reflex arc. Write them down. The first question is, see if I can find here questions for you. Find the questions here for you. The reflex arc. Yes. Yes. The first question I can say, what is a reflex arc? Are you writing it down? What is a reflex arc? What is a reflex arc? So reflex arc. So reflex arc, you need to know the definition. Then you need to know the reflex action. You need to know the reflex action. You need to know the examples of the reflex action. You need to know a synapse. What is a synapse? You need to know the function of the synapse. You understand? Yes. Once you know this, the spinal cord is done. Yes. So we just uh, do everything once. Yes. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah. For those who are liking, yes, we like you too. And those people who are loving us, we love you too, guys. Ne? Yes. So you need to know this. You need to know, we say the examples, reflex action. We don't know what will happen if the motor neuron is damaged. What will happen if one of the neuron are damaged? One of the neuron is damaged. So if motor neuron is damaged, if the what the motor neuron is damaged, or the sensory neuron is damaged. Yes. So once you know that, the spinal cord is done. That's it. Yes. So don't stress too much about it. I'm gonna come back to it and then grill it. So yes. So we say that the central nervous system is divided into two. We have done with the brain. So the spinal cord, we're going to look at it in detail, yes, as we go to the reflex arc. So peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system, if you're not in the center here, where are you? You're on the sides. If you're not in the center, you are on the sides. Guys who are on the TikTok, guys, I told you that I've not shared the what? The live with you. Make sure that you go for what? For YouTube. Why? Because there the screen is shared. But next time we will be able to share the what? The live, the screen with you on TikTok too. Yes. Let's continue, guys. So let's look at the peripheral nervous system. Those people who have the booklet, yes. Those people who bought the booklet, you have the hard copy of it. We have different shops which sell them. Make sure that you open, and then let's look at the peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system is divided into two. Yes, it's divided into the cranial nerves. It's divided into um, somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. You understand? The somatic nervous system has nerves which run there. You understand? So some nerves, they come from the brain. Some nerves, they come from the what? This part of the brain. Some nerves, they come from the spinal cord. You understand? Yes, they come from the spinal cord. Yes. So the one which come from the brain are called, just a moment, guys. Those which come from the brain, guys, yeah, just a moment, guys. Okay, guys, yeah, I'm back. And I'm trying to, yes. All right. We are saying that the gray matter on the spinal cord inside, but the brain is the extension of the spinal cord. Why do the gray matter on the spinal cord is inside, but on the brain is outside? But the brain is an extension of the the spinal cord. So far, I'm sorted. All right, guys. All right, let's continue. So, the one which run from the brain, they are cranial nerves, from the word cranium. There are 12 pairs. And the one which come from the spinal cord, this I don't know which color is this. We call them what? We call them spinal nerves. Spinal nerves. There are 31 pairs. You see? Spinal nerves, cranial nerves. You understand, guys? Yes. So that is it. So when they ask you to explain the peripheral nervous system, is consist of nerve, all nerves found outside the central nervous system. It consists of 12 pairs of the cranial nerves and 31 pairs of spinal nerves. Yes. So basically, that's how you're supposed to explain. The peripheral nervous system is divided into two. That is the somatic nervous system. The somatic nervous system is the system of the body, and then the autonomic nervous system is the system which is related to the autonomic nervous system is the system which is helping you for emergency, to increase the rate or to decrease the what? The rate. Yes. So peripheral nervous system. This transmits impulse from the, okay, now we are here. The peripheral nervous system, we have three kinds of neurons. The first neuron, we have what you call the motor neuron. We have the motor neuron, the relay neuron or the interneuron, and then the sensory neuron. This one and this one, because they're on the sides of the spinal cord, then we call them, they're under peripheral nervous system. That's why you say that transmits impulse from the receptor to the central nervous system. The neuron, the wire which transmits impulse from the receptor of the central nervous system is called, from the receptor, from the sensory organ, called sensory cell, from the sensory cell. So we call it the sensory neuron. You see, from the sense organ. That's why we call the sensory neuron. Do you understand now? Yes. Then transmits impulse from the central nervous system to the effector. The neuron which transmits impulse from the central nervous system to the effector is a motor neuron. That's why I say that here in our book of distinction material, we say that this is a motor neuron, this is a sensory neuron. You understand? These two are examples of peripheral nervous system. However, this, because it is found inside the spinal cord, we don't include it in the peripheral nervous system. Yes, this is what I mean. So if you look at this is the receptor, the sense organ. This neuron which moves like this is the sensory neuron, because it comes from the sense organ. Because it is not, this is the spinal cord, is the central nervous system. You see that the connector, the red neuron, is inside the spinal cord. Therefore, we don't classify the connector neuron or interneuron to be a peripheral nervous system, because it is not on the sides. The only part which is on the side is this. Therefore, we categorize this as the peripheral nervous system. You understand? Yes. I need geography, guys. We don't have geography now. Yes, so this is peripheral nervous system, and also this is the peripheral nervous system. Yes. If you come back here, it also shows you that now this one is a peripheral nervous system. Also, this one is a peripheral nervous system. And then now this one is a part of central nervous system, because it's made up of the brain. Yes, so that's what it means when it comes into this. You understand? Yes. Then what happens to, we say that it's divided into somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. So this is the somatic nervous system. This is what covers in the somatic nervous system. But now we have number two, which is the peripheral. We have the autonomic nervous system, whereby you have the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. You have the sympathetic nervous system and you have the parasympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system. You see a lion, you run. How did you run? You don't know. You are in a class, a blast, you pass through the window. How did you pass through the window? You don't know. It is the function of the sympathetic nervous system to prepare your body very fast for emergency. Sometimes when the lion is chasing you, you might fail to know that the leg is broken. You're just running to save your life. Yeah, it's the function of the peripheral nervous. And sometimes you have an energy, you don't know where that energy is coming from. It's the function of the peripheral nervous system, which is the autonomic nervous system. So it's the function of the sympathetic nervous system in actual sense. Yes. So that's why you call it is responsible for fight or you flight, you take off. If you see that you can't fight the lion, you take off. Then you have the parasympathetic. When everything, the situation is done, then the parasympathetic will come back to normal. These two, they work together. This sympathetic nervous system work together with the hormone called adrenaline. Adrenaline. We call it the flight what? Hormone. Yes. So please note that these two, they work antagonistically. They work in opposite way. They work in opposite way. They work antagonistically. That's the meaning. In opposite way. So if they work in opposite way, what does it mean? It means that they are able to when this one relax, this one contracts. When this one contracts, the other one does what? Relax. That's the meaning. Yes. And then we say that sympathetic nervous system work together with adrenaline. That's what I've talked about. I'll give you some question there. Yeah, we're gonna answer some questions after I've smashed this. Ne? Yeah, after I've smashed it, then we're going to do some questions in there. Yes. What are some of the effects of this sympathetic nervous system if you are in danger? What is the sympathetic nervous system going to do? The heartbeat is going to increase. Yes. The blood vessels to the skin, they're going to constrict. We call it vasoconstriction. Why do the blood vessels near the skin constrict? What do you use the skin for in terms of emergency? Nothing. So all the blood from the skin constrict, the blood vessels constrict. So more blood is sent to the brain so that you can reason very fast. More glucose is sent to the muscles. Muscles, yes, the glycogen is converted back to glucose so that now you are energetic. You have to fight. It's a fight, Baba. Because you have one chance for their life. Therefore, you have to use everything, every resource you have in your body so that you save your life. So the skin, there's nothing in the skin. That's why sometimes we feel like you don't have hair. Yeah, the blood is going, the adrenaline is being released. These things, they work very fast in the body. It increases the blood pressure. Blood pressure. The heart, it was doing, but yeah, the same. Like when you're going to write tomorrow, how much do you read when you're going to write tomorrow? You read a lot. That's it. You know that you are either going to pass or fail. So you bring all the energy. You don't want even the fly passing across your face. You don't want to blink. Because you see that if you blink, you're wasting time, man. That's it. That's the function of sympathetic nervous system in terms of danger. Yes. All right. It causes the relaxation of the bladder. The bladder relaxes. You end up finding people urinating on themselves. Don't do this, ne? Go scare your parent. If your parent, make sure that, most especially the lady, make sure don't do that because some of them they have diseases already. But just telling you just want to tell you that when you do that, most especially the lady, I'm not doing it in a bad way, ne? Just saying these people, the bladder relaxes very fast. When you scare them, boom, relaxes very fast. They can end up even urinating on themselves. Why? It's not that strong. It's not like that of a man. Yes. So it's doing that for emergence. You understand? Yes. The people dilate. Did you see that? Are you sure? The eye, they open widely. Why does it so that more light will enter the eye and you can see clear? What is that? You open, you even put the angle so that more light can enter into the eye to see clearly. See that, oh, is there a problem there or not? You understand? Yes, the eye dilates. When the eye dilates, then you are able to see clearly. Yes. So that's the function of sympathetic nervous system. The other side is the function of the parasympathetic nervous system. All right, guys, I'm going to give you questions now. Thank you very much. I'm writing in May. I need help in geography. Okay. All right, guys. So you just need to memorize one, and then the other one is simple. Structure and the functioning of the nerve. This one is simple also. A neuron is just a wire, like the wire in the building. You understand? These wires are specialized cells. The cells, their function is to transmit impulse along the what? Transmits impulse in the body from the brain to the spinal cord, from the spinal cord to the effector, from the receptor to the spinal cord or the central nervous system, like that, so that there is communication between the leg and the head, between the ears and the eye, between the fingers and the ears, the fingers, the eyes, all those things. That's why you hit your toe, you make your mouth open. Why? Yeah, because the wires are connected. Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. Supposed to be like that. Some of these things are just examples. Good job. Yeah. As I'm concluding this, I need to give you questions. Then I say the structure of the neuron, guys. In most, you have to know the structure of a neuron, most especially most especially the what the sensory neuron and the motor neuron. We like to ask you that. This is a dendrite transmits impulse towards the cell body. We're gonna look at it. Cell body is the central part of the neuron. That's where most activities are happening. Then the axon is it transmits impulse away, and then the myelin sheath is a sheath. Sheath is a protection. It's a protection. I don't want to say it here. Yeah, but I would have said it. Yeah, now someone saying, yeah, say it. Say what? You want to say that I'm using the media, social media in a bad way. Anyway, a sheath is a protection. An example is a mill. What you see, you open the mill like this. Yes. What do you find there? Find a sheath. Yeah. Maize. Let me search for you it here. Maize. 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 Corn. Yeah, you see now this maize is protected. You see, is what is protected? Is protected in this sheath. You see, this is a maize. That is a sheath. Yes, you see, yeah, you see, this is maize. Is a sheath. It's protection. It's a protector. Yes. So the axon also has a sheath. Has a what? A sheath. We call it myelin sheath. The function of the myelin sheath is to insulate the axon and speed up. If you look at the wire, it has a sheath. When you touch the wire, the electricity doesn't shock you because of the sheath. The sheath protects, and because now electricity is passing through that way, it doesn't go out. That's why it speeds up the transmission of this electricity. Remember, the impulse is in the form of electricity. That's why he said that speed up the transmission of the impulse. Yes. All right. Let's go. So this is what we are talking about. So you have the cell body, you have the cell body, you have the dendrite, then you have the axon, this long thing, and then you have the myelin sheath. So the axon transmits impulse away if they ask you. Yeah, yes. So that's it. So we have three types of neurons. The first one is the sensory neuron. The second one is the connector neuron, interneuron or relay neuron. Then the third one is the motor neuron. This one and this one we like to ask you in terms of the what? In terms of the exam, drawing the structure. So make sure that you know how to draw this, and then make sure you know how to draw these two. I've explained to you that. So the sensory neuron transmits impulse from the receptor, from the receptor. It's the receptor. So from there inside to the brain. Then inside the brain there, or inside the spinal cord, you have this where the connects the two. Then you have the motor neuron, which called the efferent. Yes, you know this from grade 11 when we talk about the efferent arterioles, yes. So transmits impulse from the cell body, transmits impulse from the central nervous system to the effector. Yes. So these are the three neurons, guys. Make sure that you know how to draw that. Simple. Once you know that, now let's go to the reflex arc and we answer our questions we talked about. Now we're gonna answer all questions of what we have covered for now. All right. I usually tell my students to memorize this in a simple way, in a simple manner. What you do, you just say reflex arc. So you say Mr. M, then Mrs. W. They have a bow tie. A bow tie. Have two samosas on the sides. You see. Then you have the wire comes in. This is the central. Then connects sensory neuron. You remember it has cell body along. Then this is synapse. Then you have another one of the synapse. Then it moves out. And then here you have the muscle. Yeah, you have a muscle. So now here is the receptor. Sensor is A receptor, B sensory neuron, C is a route where they enter from. So it's gonna be another name of cell body. Is another name of the cell body. Non-Tlantra. Non-Tlantra, I don't understand. Is another name of the cell body. Cytoplasm. No. The cytoplasm. Okay, I'm gonna show you. The cytoplasm is the fluid inside. You see, this the whole thing here is the cell body, but inside here, you see those dots you're seeing is what called the cytoplasm. Yes. So I think in Atlanta, I'm clear there. So now after that, now you can say this is a dorsal root ABC. Dorsal root here is the ganglion, that swelling where the cell body is the ganglion. Then you have the synapse here. Yes, you have the connector neuron, you have the gray matter here, you have the white matter there, then you have connector neuron here, you have the effector here, and then you have the root where it moves out, which we call the ventral root. So basically that's the spinal cord or the reflex arc. Then if they ask you how to explain how the impulse is moved, you explain from the receptor until the effector how it moves. I'll show you. All right. So basically that is it. So this is what I was saying. You have receptor here. You see, this is the sensory neuron. It enters. You have the ganglion here because it's the dorsal root, so we call it dorsal root ganglion. So the sensory neuron comes in. You have the connector neuron in there, and then it connects this junction. We call it the synapse. It allows impulse to move in one direction. That's the function of the synapse, the major function of the synapse. And then now it moves out the ventral root, then it goes out into this. Now becomes this. It's a ventral root. This thing is the ventral root, and then here this red thing. Is it red or maroon? I don't know. So it's a motor neuron, and then it goes to the effector, which contracts, and then you're able to react accordingly. You understand, guys? Yes. So that's the structure. You need to know everything. So we're going to ask you what will happen if this is damaged, what will happen if this is this. Yes. All right, let's first find out some of what you need to go when you know the difference between the sensory neuron and the motor neuron. Check the cell body here is at the terminal, while the cell body here is along the neuron. Yes. So that's why here we are saying it here. Oh, I didn't write. Where did I write it? Yes. Where? Yes. So yeah. The cell body. Look at them. This here. The cell body is found here, or the cell body here. And if you check here, if you check this sensory neuron here, look, sometimes they don't give you the direction. They just ask you what is it. You see, it's the swelling is here, and then still continuing. Well, this one doesn't have any swelling on its neuron. This is the meaning. You see, it doesn't have that swelling on its neuron. See, but here it has the swelling along the neuron. That's why if you see this question here, I saw a question. You see, now here they ask you, if they ask you which one is the sensory neuron, which one is the receptor, you have to look at which one has the you see, this one, the cell body is along the neuron, while this one has no cell body along the neuron. So definitely this is the sensory neuron, and then this is the motor neuron. You see, then now definitely this is the connector. Then it means that the impulse moves in that direction. Yes. Let's go to questions now. Let's find questions, and then so many questions. I said, what is a reflex arc? What is a reflex arc? A reflex arc, guys, you need to know this. A reflex arc is a path traveled by the impulse during the reflex action. Don't say that the reflex arc is Noah's arc. Reflex arc is not Noah's arc. Reflex arc, guys, no. What I'm going to do, label for me. I'm going to give you 2 seconds, 1 minute. Label for me all this, all this, all this. Label for me, guys. Label, and I see if you are able to label it. Label. And all of you label down where you are reading from, and then all of you tell me what is D on the screen. Just type for me the answer there that D is this. Label for me. I want to see the answers here. Label for me everything, and then tell me what is D. Tell me what is D. Label for me everything in your own there, maybe on your paper. Then after that, I'm gonna label for you also. But on the chat, tell me what is D. What is don't be scared to give me the answer. Yeah, I want D. You label there where you are doing label, and then I want the answer for D on the chat. The answer for D. What's the answer for D? Guys, I'm still waiting for the answers. I'm still waiting for the answers. Still waiting. Waiting. Waiting for the answers for the. Wait. Okay. And I see people have said someone is Columba, Titus. Guys, give me the answers. What is the answer for the? I'm waiting. Mobile is saying is a synapse, and then a Bula data saying B is a synaptic gap. Okay, now let's thank you guys. Someone is saying A is a receptor. Guys, give me the answers. Give me the answers. Give me the answers. Give me the answers. Guys, do this to me. Give me the answer. I want to see. I want to see you so that I know. Oh, okay. These are the problems people have. Yes, doesn't matter. No one knows who is. If you are here, it means that you are not. You don't know. That's where you are looking for a way forward. Yeah, but now if you keep what, should I also keep what I know? You see? Yeah. So give me the answers. I know the kind of help. How much help you guys do need? Sometimes I just pass through and then I say that, hey guys, these people, this one they know. Can't you don't know? See? Yeah. So give me the answers. Give me the answers. Yeah. What is D? What is D? D. D. Letter D. One letter D. What is D? Here. Here. What is this D? I want that answer. E is a white matter. F is Remaram. Thank you guys. I'm seeing your answers now. Seeing your answers now. I'm seeing your answers now. Okay, let's go together now. I know that you have covered everything. A, look at this is a finger, né? Because this is a finger, it will test this fire. When it tests the fire, then automatically A becomes the receptor. Did you get it right? Receptor. So that's the finger receptor. But now the wire which comes from the receptor or which comes from the sensory cell, we call it sensory neuron. So A is a sensory neuron. Then it enters, finds this root. So G becomes the dorsal root. G, dorsal root. Then it goes connector. B is the motor neuron because it is going to the effector. You see, effector. So B is the motor neuron. C is the effector. Someone has said C is a muscle. Someone has said that C is a muscle. Yes, we give you a mark because it's a muscle. It's a muscle. Thank you very much. Bloom, I don't know whether I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Nonchanta, don't take away my answers. Don't take away my answers. I'm seeing you. Don't take away my answers. Yes. So, I think we are correcting ourselves now. F is the neuron between the two neurons, is this neuron, between this sensory neuron and motor neuron. Therefore, F becomes the connector neuron or interneuron. Yes. Bloom. Yes, Bloom. Saying, yeah, now here the answer we are been waiting. E is the spinal cord. Yeah. Guys, B is the gap between the two neurons. This, let's go to our distinction material. This gap, this one I said, this gap is the D. This is the gap. Let me show you the gap. This is the gap. This is the gap. We call it a synapse. And the major function of the synapse, it allows impulse to move in one direction. It allows impulse to move in one direction. I wrote it here. It ensures that impulse moves in one direction only. Also prevents the continuous stimulation of the neuron. Some people, they have, yeah, some people, they say, no, you're gonna see nice things. No, who told you? Told you that things go like that? You're gonna see nice things. How is this connected to the seeing? Anyway, those are beliefs. Beliefs, and we call it beliefs and myth. Yeah. If you're going to see, good for you. Yes. Yeah. But it is as a result of the continuous stimulation. No, when you have here, the finger is just dancing like that. No, here, if it is left, you're gonna lose money. If it is in the right, you're gonna get money. Yeah, you're gonna get money. It's scratching. Those are just reactions of the body. Yes, just a reaction. So if there is continuous stimulation of the impulse, so this thing keeps on contracting, relaxing, contracting, relaxing, contracting, relaxing. So the function of the synapse is to do that. It prevents the continuous stimulation of this. Guys, be ready that we are going to the eye and the ear. I know that the eye is one of the biggest problems for students in this topic. Yes. So guys, think we have labeled it. So let's answer these questions. What is number one? We said this. What is a reflex arc? Reflex arc is a path traveled by the impulse during the reflex action. What is a reflex action? A reflex action is a rapid automatic response to the stimulus. It must have the word rapid. It must have the word automatic. You can say fast, you can say involuntary. Do not use your words because we don't want them. We want the words which are supple. Even if you write 20 pages of the work, as long as there are completely no marking points, we'll just do this. You put the word seen. I've seen your answers, but your answers, they don't take you anywhere. That's it. All right, guys, let's continue. I don't understand the difference between the synapse and the synaptic gap. Titus is asking, I don't understand the difference between the synapse and the synaptic gap. Based on your level, a synaptic gap, when you go to the university, we call it the synaptic or synaptic cleft. Understand? But here, we call it, when you're teaching here, when you're teaching at the university, we call it the synaptic cleft. Or colleges, we say cleft. But here, we say synaptic gap, synapse. It's the same thing. We're talking about a junction. Remember, these neurons are not connected. One part is like this, one is like this. So okay, let me explain to you. The impulse comes like this. These ones we have, these are vesicles. The vesicles, they contain the transmitter. We call them the neurotransmitter. Yes. Yeah, they have, I wrote them here, the neurotransmitter. Yes, we don't want to know the name of the neurotransmitter, but some book they talk about it. When you go to university, they will tell you the name. We call them acetylcholine, but you don't need to know that because that's not your level. Okay? So these neurotransmitters, when they reach here, yes, the calcium ion will fuse with this, and then just giving a brief explanation, then I'll tell you what you need from here. Why do we say that it allows impulse to move in one direction, and why do we say that it prevents the continuous stimulation of the what, of the neuron? So when they reach here, this transmitter, then they react with this, so these chemicals, they are released. So because this side they are receptors, so the chemicals, they bind it here, it causes one side to be positive, another one to be negative, and then now because positive and negative, then it jumps. It is electricity, it jumps. Because now once the impulse is this side, it can't go back this side, because this side you don't have the receptors, and this side, these neurotransmitters, they fuse back to this side. So once it jumps here, the impulse electricity cannot go back. You understand? It's like a switch. It cannot change. You understand? So that's how this impulse is being. That's how it works. So it allows impulse to move in one direction. Number two, it number one, it allows impulse to move in one direction. The second thing is it prevents the continuous stimulation of the, yes. So the, what is the synapse? What is the reflex arc? What is the reflex action? We are done. Examples of reflex action. You need to know the examples of the reflex action. Here we mention them very well. That examples of reflex action: breaking of the finger, knee jerk, reaction, removing of the hand from the candle of the hot object, bringing of the eye. Yes, all these, not like this, only when there is a danger. Yes. What is the function of the reflex action? The function of reflex action is to allow it to respond very quickly and to protect it against possible injury, or it prevents the body from further harm. You understand? Yes, that's the function of the reflex action. You cannot go to the paper without knowing. Guys, the paper, people are writing May, June exam. You cannot go without knowing this. People who are writing the even June exam where they are writing their finals in November, you cannot, you have the biggest part of your paper, the marks are going to come from this topic we have covered, or we are covering. You understand? Yes. So that is it. Then they are saying that what is the significance of the, yes, so we have talked about that. Then they are saying examples, we have seen them, the function of the reflex, the synapse. We have also talked about it, that it allows impulse to move in one direction. Now let's answer these questions now, so that we can go to the I. Give the letter label for each of the following. C. So C, 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 C. C is the muscle. Yes. Bloom talked about it. What is the microscopic gap D? They talked about it. Microscopic gap D is a synapse. Then they are saying that E, what is E? E is the spinal cord. What is F? F is the connector neuron. What is G? G is the dorsal root. Explain one consequence for the body if A is injured. If you mess up the sensory neuron, you won't be able to feel, because the sensory neuron from the receptor, you can't have the impulse there, but you'll be able to respond. You don't feel, but you will be able to respond. Can that happen? Yes. Give an example of removing a tooth. They inject you, you don't feel when they're injecting you, but when they ask you open the mouth, you open. Close the mouth, you close. It means that you're able to respond, but you're not able to detect the changes in the environment in terms of the pain. Yes. So that one is covered. Then we are saying that that one is fine. Then they're saying, okay, so if this is damaged, automatically you'll be able to, you won't be able to feel, but you'll be able to respond. If C is damaged, if B is damaged, then it means that you'll be able to feel, but you won't be able to respond, or you won't be able to react. Someone understand? Are they close to register for October? Are they close to register for October? October, those who are supplementing, if your results are not good, yes, you have a chance to write again in October. They open for you just a small window, and then you register. Yeah, you continue. Yes. And then they're saying that this give one example of reflex action. So we talked about the reflex actions here: blinking of the finger, knee jerk, removal of the hand from the hot object or stove. Yeah, you see? Yes. Then they're saying that give two examples. We are done with that. Draw a diagram of neuron B showing the structure, showing its structure. Label diagram. Guys, when they're talking about drawing the diagram, the first thing you need to do is to write the caption. Because when you're marking, let me show you how we mark. We will come and say that we would say use the key. We would use a key. Maybe caption, they can say caption represented by C. Then they say have you drawn it properly? Proportionality. Labels, you have labeled. Maybe labels will give you 2 marks. If they give you 1 mark, and then maybe if it's 5 marks, is it a correct neuron? Yes. Is it the correct neuron? Maybe they give you another mark there. Maybe they can talk about, maybe labeling, they can give it 3 marks depending on the structure of the neuron. So don't forget that they're saying level B is a motor neuron. You see, I told you that you cannot go to the paper without knowing these 3 neurons. See, so now they're asking you to draw this neuron. You see, so guys, please don't make a mistake to go to the paper without knowing those neurons. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe, by the way. Sir, sir, are you doing reproduction today? Will the time be enough? We shall see if the time allows. Okay, guys, we have the second question now again. Now, can you label for me that? Just want you to label. Label for me what is D. What is D? Guys, give me answers. Give me answers. Guys, give me answers. 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 Give me answers for these labels. Yeah, give me answers. Give me answers. I want to see if at least what we have covered today is in the head. If I see that things are not moving um, very fast, I will see if I can organize another study with me. Yes. If you guys you are benefiting in this thing, I'll see if I can organize another study with me so that I'm able, at least you're able to cover up things. Yes. I'm waiting for the answers, guys. I'm waiting for the answers, guys. I'm waiting for the answers, guys. Yes. I'm waiting for the answers. You guys, when you are studying, don't be. What you need to do is forget about the WhatsApp. Forget about the what? The WhatsApp. Because the WhatsApp is going to be the biggest problem for you. You understand? WhatsApp is going to be the biggest problem for you. What you need to do for these messages, whenever it comes, you see, I've not checked my WhatsApp, or whoever was calling was dropping. Yes. But if you have a question, or you want to understand something and you want even others to benefit from your question, yes, let me know. We can call, you can call me on WhatsApp. Just call me on WhatsApp, and then now I'm able to connect to you so that everyone can hear what you're asking and then what I'm answering now. Understand? Yes. So if you have a question, guys, I'm waiting for answers. I don't see the answers, guys. Yes, Kulumba Titus. Thank you very much. I'm seeing your answers. They say, C is what? You are not giving C is, oh, you are giving the answers here. Oh, I wanted you to tell me A is this, B is this, C is this. Okay. You're saying that give the only of the part that is effect. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Kulumba. All right. Look at my app. All right, let's see. Bloom is also giving me answers there. D is the receptor. Receptor. Guys, give me the answers. A is a spinal cord. Okay. We are studying together. Okay. I'm waiting for the answers, guys. Give me the answers there. What is M? What is being? What is seen? What is din? What is in? What if they bring this in exam? What are you going to write? What are you going to write? I saw people on live, but they are not giving me answers. That is the interneuron. Mm-hmm. There is the interneuron. Okay. Give me what you know. Give me what you know. Okay, can you start now? I'm also eating. You're also eating. B is the dorsal root. Okay. Okay. So guys, now let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Whenever they bring a question like this, first label all of them. Label A, what is A, what is B, what is C, what is C, what is D. So it means that you know what you are doing. If you open the papers, these previous papers, and you see that you cannot label them, it means that you are still having a problem with it. The first thing you need to do is to label these structures. If you don't have the, you need to have the free diagram, they call it the free diagram paper, something like that, whereby you just label. It's already drawn for you. Just label. Don't just look at it and say, no, I know this one. No. Once that you do like that, then you won't be able to obtain those marks. You understand? So what you need to do is you have to, let me first switch off this data. Yeah. You have to do what? You have to first label. Okay, A, our A is the connector neuron. Thank you guys, those who have tried to answer. A is a connector neuron. B is the, you see, it's a swelling. It's not a root, it's a swelling. It's pointing on the swelling. If you look at this question, it was pointing on the root. You see, it was not pointing on the swelling. But this one, sorry, is pointing on the swelling. So it means that is the ganglion. It's the dorsal root ganglion. What is C? C. C is the, it comes from this side, so that's the dorsal root. You understand? Yes. Guys, thank you very much who have tried to give their options. Um, just pray that you guys you able to understand these things. Eh? Yes, because this is where the marks come from. And then D is the finger. It's the finger. It's this finger. So if that's the finger, then automatically D is a what? Is a is a D is the D is the receptor. And say mass finger, cool, because the finger. Here. The same way you say this is the effector of muscle. Yes. Then E is the muscle or is the effector, and then F is the motor neuron. Yeah. So I think guys, you are understanding what I'm saying. Understand? Yes. Make sure that you get these things right. Make sure that you get these things right. All right. So now let's answer the question. Give only the letter of the part that is effector. Here they don't want even a name, meaning that you just need to know the part. So E effector is, you see now we have already labeled them. So it's gonna be E. Then they are saying the connector neuron, which is this in the middle, which is A. And then, oh, that's why Titus was just giving the numbers. Yes. And then you have sensory neuron, comes from the finger. Comes from the finger. Oh, C is not dorsal root. They are pointing on the neuron. Let me zoom it out. Yeah, it's pointing on that line. It's pointing on that line. Yes, it's pointing on that line. Yes. So basically, C is the sensory neuron. Yes, you see. So give the letter and the name of the neuron in the diagram that is probably damaged. If the person is able to detect the stimulus, you are able to detect the stimulus, but you won't be able to respond. So we talked about it already, and then we say that is the motor neuron. So we have to look for the motor neuron, which is F because it's going to the it's going to the E factor. So it is F, and then the answer is motor neuron. Then they are saying that state if the neuron, the impulse travels from D to E or E to D. It travels from the finger to the muscles, from the finger, the spinal cord to the muscles. Finger, spinal cord, the muscle. Finger, spinal cord, muscle. Finger, spinal, skin, spinal cord, muscle. Skin, spinal cord, muscle. Skin, spinal cord, muscle. So they move like that. Yes. Yeah. So the spinal cord must be always in the middle, and then what you see out like the skin, what detects the eye, the ears, the tongue, from the sensory cell to the effector. So the answer is gonna be from D to E. So the answer here is supposed to be from D to E. So they bring questions, guys, to be able to answer these questions so that you are able to pass. So don't make yourself, don't make things complicated. Eh? Don't make things complicated. Yeah. Make sure that you pass these things. Yeah, now I'm taking a coke. Black like me. Chocolate. Yeah. Uh-huh. You see another question. So we really have done a lot of questions concerning about this. I think now we are able to answer most of these questions. Let's do one question and one question in the brain. Then we shall go to the eye. I told you that, guys, that if you have questions, send them to my WhatsApp so that I'm able to help you out. So, Okay. So on your paper now, on your paper, where you are sitting with, label for me what is A, what is B, what is C, what is D, what is E, what is F. Because we have been doing, and then what is A, what is B, what is C, what is E, what is F. So I'm giving you 1 minute. 1 minute. Yes. Giving 1 minute. Yes, I'm also coming to hear from you. Just 1 minute, man. Yeah. So leaving. I'm back. I'm back. back. Let me check and see who gave answers. All right, now I see people. Precious, thank you. Nikiwe, Precious. You Bloom. Come is trying, eh? Trying, and also Titus. All right, guys. Okay, let's answer them and then we see. At least okay. F is the effector, muscles. Okay. Where is Kakarish? Where is Kakarish? Kakarish. Titus, I don't understand when you say Kakarishi. Maybe I didn't get it. Saying C is a spinal cord. C is a spinal cord. Spinal cord. B is the cell body. B is the cell body. Okay. E is the motor neuron. And then C is the connector. C. Okay. Thank you. All right. Now let's go through. Let's go through together and then find out. Thank you for giving me the answers, because remember the idea of this is we are studying together. You are studying with me. Like, we want to see that at least we are able to get by the time you finish this, even if I don't cover everything, because there's no need for me to rush once before. You understand? Yes. All right. Now let's say A is from the finger, so is a wire from the finger, of which finger is the receptor. Ne? So A is gonna be sensory neuron. Sensory neuron. B is the swelling. The same thing we talked about here. See? Yes, B is the swelling, therefore is the ganglion. So root ganglion. This is what you're talking about. This ganglion, this swelling. Then C is the neuron between the two neurons. So C is the connector neuron. And so people giving me D is the synapse, or synaptic gap, or the synapse. Yeah. F E is the neuron which goes to the muscle, therefore is the motor neuron. Yes. Yes. So basically that's it. Give the letter and the name of the part that letter and the name of the part that controls one direction of the transmission of impulse. That's what we say here in our distinction material book. Because I told you that if you read this book, you still have enough time. Go to the bookshops, get a book, and then you see. Here they're saying that control one direction of impulse. This thing ensures that the impulse move in one direction. So they're saying about the synapse. So they're saying the letter and the name. Obviously, the name is the synapse. Synapse. So you need to understand which part is it. The answer is D. So the answer is D, and then synapse. So you get a mark here, you get a mark there. Transmits impulse from the sensory neuron to the correct part of the transmits impulse from the sensory neuron to correct neuron, motor neuron. So that's the connector neuron. So I have to look for C, and then I talk about connector neuron. Transmits impulse to the cell body. Transmits impulse to the cell body. In this case, we are looking for the 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 dendrite. Remember the axon. We talked about it here in our book, and then I said that you need to know this. You need to know. Where is it? Yeah, I talked about it. I said that then dendrite. You see, let me clear it up. And then I say that the dendrite transmits impulse towards the cell body. So the question is asking here, transmits impulse to the cell body. So we are looking for, so the basically what we are looking for is the dendrite, but where is the dendrite? Remember, it's a sensory neuron, yes, but the first part of the neuron is called the dendrite. Yes, the second part of the neuron is called the axon. So yes, so it's after the cell body. Before the cell body is the dendrite. After the cell body is the axon. So basically, A becomes the most correct answer. Then I'm saying the neuron that is damaged when the person is able to feel the pain. The person is feeling the pain, but cannot react to the stimulus. It's like you have got a muscle pull. The leg is in that shape. You can't remove, but you feel it's too painful, but you can't do anything. Yes, it means that the motor neuron is not working. It can't help you to make the muscles to contract so that now you're able to move away. So that's the problem with the muscle pull. So the answer is you're able to feel. It means the sensory neuron is working properly 100%. It's working properly, but you cannot feel any pain. You understand? Yes. So basically it's gonna be the answer is E, which is the motor neuron. The motor neuron is damaged in that case. Then someone is saying that, sir, I'm confused. What is the difference between dorsal root and the swelling? Titus is saying that, sir, the difference between the dorsal root and the swelling. Okay. Where can I get the question you are using? Someone is asking me the questions I'm using. I can send them on WhatsApp. I can send them on WhatsApp. If you're on the WhatsApp group, let me just. Oh, guys, okay. Let me send you the WhatsApp link. The WhatsApp link now, so that I send you the questions. So make sure that you join if you want the questions. You understand? Let me just send you the WhatsApp link now. I hope it's not full. If it's full, then it means that you have to go for, where is it? Okay, link see, I don't know. Members. Yeah. Oh, it's only few members remaining. Okay. Let me just send the link again in the group. Okay. I'm sending you the link in the for WhatsApp. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm sending the link on the on YouTube. Yeah. For WhatsApp. Yes, so you can follow that link for WhatsApp so that you're able to join. Now, after joining, maybe after a few minutes, I'll send the questions. Yeah. So you can click join our WhatsApp group, and after that, I'm going to send the link. There are others where you can access the resources already. You can access the resources already. Let me send you those resources we have been using, ne? I'm going to send you the one for our page, the WhatsApp page, WhatsApp web, WhatsApp page, yes. So I'm able to access. So I'm seeing people are joining. I'm going to send you the question paper. This is just a full thing. This one is just a full thing. It's not basically a question paper you're going to write, just helping you to do these questions. Some of them you have them, but maybe you didn't know. Yeah, let me see. Okay, I think guys you have joined. I think guys you have joined. Yes. So I'm going to send you the paper so that at least maybe you see where you are going, or you can at least practice also on your own. Yes. So yeah, okay, now I'm sending you for the link for the page. This page you are able to access even what we have sent before, of which it has maths, physics, what, all those things. Yes. So that's the link for the channel. I may send it also on the yeah. The first one is WhatsApp page. Now I'm sending the question, the paper. Sending the paper. I'm sending the paper now in the WhatsApp. Unfortunately, our website is down. They're busy upgrading it. So I would have given you a direct link whereby you just go and do it. Life science. Yeah. It's there. Yeah, I've sent it. So if you want it, you can get it from the group. So that now, okay, now let's continue, because that is sorted. I hope I've tried to answer you. I'm confused between now Kolumba, and now I'm on you. I'm confused between I'm confused. What is the difference between the dorsal root and the swelling? Okay, look. Yes, there's Kolumba. Titus. It's not Kolumba. Titus. The swelling. You see, let me make it bigger. You see, if this thing is pointing here, is the root, or is pointing in there. It's not touching the middle part, because there is that part, and then there is the swelling. So you have A, you have B, you have C. Those are three different things. A is the sensory neuron, or it could be the dendrite, depending on the question what they're asking. That's the sensory neuron. B is the dorsal root. C is the ganglion, the swelling. You see, it is pointing on the swelling. You understand? So those are the difference between or among those three. So when they ask you a question, don't rush to give it the answer. Just look at it, and then now you're able to understand it. I think Kulumba, Titus, I've tried to answer your question there. All right, now let's go to the next question. Give only the letter of the neuron that is damaged when the person is able to feel the pain but cannot react. We say that you are able to feel the pain. This one, you are able to feel the pain but you're not able to react. It means that there is no impulse which comes from here. Therefore, it's E. So the answer is E, and then you say it's motor neuron. And then they're saying that give the letter of effector. Effector is F. They're just saying effector is what? It's F. That's it, guys, for this question. Let's look at one. We saw the questions. Okay. One question concerning about this. Then now, yeah, we are able to go to the eye. So, guys, we have covered the nervous system, the brain, the spinal cord, these neurons. The only thing which I didn't talk about are the diseases or the disorders. So, what is A? A is the dendrite. Someone was asking me about the cell body. So, B is the nucleus. But now the fluid here, inside here, is the cytoplasm. The whole thing is the cell body. You see now F is the cytoplasm. But B is the nucleus. Remember, this is a cell. It's a cell. It has everything, but it's just a modified cell. It's a cell which has been modified. That's why they call it modified cell. So what is C? C is the what is C? C is the because this is a cell body, so this extension it becomes the axon. 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 Yes. What is D? D is the sheath. I showed you the sheath of the what? The sheath of the maize. Mil mil, ne? Yeah. So that is very important in protection. Protection. Yes. So it's a marine sheath. Then E. You see now E. E is the cell body. Yeah, because talking about the whole thing is a cell body. Yes. So you should not confuse. It must not confuse you. So E is the what? E is the what? Is the cell body. Yeah. So now let's answer. Name the type of the neuron which is represented above. That's the motor neuron. What you are seeing here is a what? Is a motor neuron. Neuron. Nucleus. Neuron. It's a motor neuron. What is B? Identify part B. Part B, we said it's the nucleus. What is F? F, we say that is the cytoplasm. You see, what is A? A is the dendrite. That's why, guys, I tell you that label them first. You're able to know, you'll be able to answer those questions. Why? Because get a paper, get a papers, first label. Whenever you find a challenge with labeling, you try to remember, redo it, redo it, redo it. Don't say that, no, I've ever done this before. You understand? Don't do that. Don't say that I've ever done before. Yes. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Yes. So, they are saying that give the letter, give the name and the letter of the part that transmits impulse away from the cell body. You see, transmits impulse away because this is the cell body. So it transmits impulse away from the cell body. So it is the axon, which is what? Which is C. Let me just disconnect these people. Yes. Then you're saying that insulates and speeds up the same thing with so on the you see it's insulating and speeding up the transmission of impulse. As I told you that if you have this distinction material book, there is no way how you're gonna blunder. You can't miss it. You can't miss the distinction. There is no way. There is no way. And some people they have the books and they don't use it properly. They're just sleeping on them. The book is not a pillow. Use it. Yeah, so that you just see your life being changed. Yeah, you see your life being changed by something very small. Yes. Name the condition used to by the progressive degeneration of. Yeah, this is the only part I've not talked about. Yes, does the book has that? Yeah, these are the disorders. The Alzheimer's disease, and then number two, the multiple sclerosis. They said degenerative disease. Ah, there is the question. Name the condition caused by the progressive degeneration of part D. Of part D. You see, that's why even here they said is a degenerative space when the myelin sheath surrounding the axon in the white matter of the brain and the spinal cord are attacked by and damaged by the body's own immune system. Here is a degenerative disease. It's the same question here. They're asking you that name the condition caused by the progressive degeneration of part D. Of which part D? We say that part D is the myelin sheath. That's exactly what they are saying here. That resulting when the myelin sheath. Yes, meaning that the answer is multiple sclerosis. So, how about the Alzheimer's disease? Is formed when there is memory loss. The part of the brain, cerebral cortex, has been affected. Now you have memory loss. You can't remember. Have you ever seen these people? They can't even remember their name. Some people, they are holding something in their hand and then they are looking for it everywhere. I had my pen here. I had my pen here. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, it was here. Where? It was here. So how? How was it there? Yes, it's because we are starting to forget. If you have ever done this, putting this the the buttons in a different hole, or I don't know how you call it, then the shirt is like this. Problem. You have ever forgotten to when you are doing the shoelace, it's also issue. Another problem. You understand? But it is as a result of continuous. Then that's when you are starting to show that, oh, you are most likely to have Alzheimer's disease. And then these diseases are genetical because genetics. If you have someone in the family, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that you're gonna get it. I'm just saying I'm sorry because I don't know what's gonna happen. Yes. So meaning that you have to eat healthy. You have to remove stress from your body, like don't stress too much, so that if it's to come, it comes in a later stage or completely might not. Sure, you understand? Yes. Ah, all right. Let's go to the brain, not the brain, the eye, the human eye, the human eye, the human eye. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. You prepare. I also come back. I'm gonna come back. Why? I'm gonna give myself 10 minutes because it's time for it's already even past some few minutes. Yeah, for prayer. So I need to go. Just pray. Then I come back. Yes. Understand? Yeah. If you're also Muslim there, please go pray so that you come back. And then yes, I'm not going to leave you out. Yeah. If you're not yes a Muslim, yes, just pray. Pray for yourself. Pray for yourself so that hmm, things go right. It's a small thing which can change your life. It's a prayer. Simple thing. I pray to God that I pass and mean it. Do what is going to make you to pass. You understand? Yes. What is going to make you to pass is read. You understand? When you read, the chances are high that you're gonna pass. I'm saying my network is bad. Sorry, Nikki Way. Alright, guys, I'm coming after 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Yeah. Use your phone, count the 10 minutes, and then you can start doing the eye, prepare for the eye, label it, try to label it. You can give me the answers there. When I come back, I can look at it, those who have not gone. And then give me the answers there. We shoot to the eye. So where do we do the answer? Here or WhatsApp? Don't put on WhatsApp. May not have. Put them on YouTube, there on the chat. Yeah, put them on the chat. I switched off my WhatsApp because next noise for me. Yeah. Thank you, Petunia. Seeing you. Yeah, give me all the answers, guys. Yeah, I'm coming back. Just small better for prayer. Yes. Are you still there? Are you still there? Yeah. I'm back. I'm back. I'm okay. Now let's see people who have tried to answer questions. Ten point four. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go through it. And stress. Let's first go through a small or a brief introduction. We have what called the receptors, of which the receptors they include the eye, the ear. In this case, we only look at the eye and the ear. We're not going to look at the nose. We're not going to look at the mouth. Yes. So they are sensory. They have the sensory cells, especially the cells, and then these cells are able to detect the changes in the environment. There is light, there is sound, there is chemicals, touch. We will talk about the skin. Yes, we will talk about the skin, but in a different angle. Yes. So you are saying that receptors detect changes in the environment. They detect changes in the environment, and that change, the change in the environment, is what called a stimulus. A stimulus is any change in environment. The stimulus can include the sound you hear, sound. You can detect whether the sound is low, whether the sound is high, like that. Or we can talk about the temperature is too high, the temperature is too low. The receptors which do that, they are the cells which do that, they are in the receptor. Receptor reception. Everything is being received from the reception. So that's why we call them receptors. Effector, they bring about the effect. When you detect the change in environment, the weather is too hot, what do you do? The effector is supposed to direct you so that you solve that problem, which the best receptors effectors we talk about are the muscles and the gland. So the muscles will contract, relax, make you to stand up, to walk, to go from the sun to the shade. So it's an effector. If you require maybe more milk in the breast because the baby is crying, what the glands will produce the milk they will stimulate the mammary gland to produce milk, and they were able to give the baby the milk. See, so muscles and the glands will help you to detect, no, to bring about the effect. That's why we say that they are effectors. Then these and the effectors are being connected by the by the wires. The wires are what you call the neurons. That's why we see it here. Yes. So they help to connect our body. Yes, they help to connect our bodies. So the body respond in a variety of different ways based on the stimulus which is being detected. Light, sound, touch. Touch is equivalent to pressure, because when you touch someone, depending on how much pressure have you exerted in that. So pressure is an example of a touch, or when you touch your pain, chemicals, smell and tongue. So This is the eye, this is the light, this is the ear, this is the sound, the wave, ne? Change in the waves of the atoms around the ear. Then you form what you call ears. So now let's look at the human eye in detail. The human eye has different parts which you need to understand before you go for the exam. And these are the parts. The conjunctiva, which is the outside part, the outer part of the eye. We call it conjunctiva. The iris is the one which um, control the size of the pupil, the size of the pupil, where light is entering from. So we have the lens is the crystal part of the eye, the part inside the eye, which is crystallized. If this lens has issues, then you lose the sight, most especially. Some parts, if they have issues, you might not lose the sight, but if the lens has this issue, you might lose the sight. You have what called a pupil. The pupil is that gap where light passes so that it can enter into the eye. You have the cornea, is a liquid which is just after the conjunctiva, just in between there. That is very important in refracting light. We're going to look at it. Then you have the conjunctiva. We talked about is the outer part of the transparent part of the eye. Even cornea is transparent, but the conjunctiva is that layer. We have the anterior chamber, which you call the aqueous humor. Yes, the liquid-like substance, aqueous. Yes, very important in there, in also refracting light, and also um, when you're eating the eye. I don't know which eye. I'm not talking about the human eye. I'm talking about maybe the fish eye. Talking about the chicken eye. Talking about whatever eye you are eating. Yeah, you are also eating this fluid in there. You have the vitreous humor. It's the thick, it's like porridge. Yeah, it's very important in bringing giving the eye its shape, the eyeball. Yeah, its shape and other things. You have the ciliary muscles. These ones are very important in contracting so that it can adjust the shape of the lens. Contract and relax so that, yeah, they are very important. They work together with this suspensor ligaments. These ligaments you see here. Then you have the choroid. This is the dark part of the eye. You see this part is the dark part of the eye. We're going to look at it. It has nutrients, very important. It can provide nutrients to supply oxygen. Supply oxygen, yes. It also absorbs excess light. Yeah. You look at it even in nocturnal animals. We have the retina. That's where most cells are found. These cells, the sensory cells, are found in there. Yes, we call them retina. The highest concentration of these cells, which you call the rods and cones, that part where the highest cells, yeah, this part is curving, yes. Yeah, we call it what? We call it yellow spot. That's where the clearest image is formed. We call it what? Yellow spot. Used to call it fovea, yes. Then we have the part where if light falls there, you can't see the blind spot. That's why sometimes you do like this, yes, so that light doesn't fall. Actually, the light can fall there, but so that the image is not formed in there. Yes. So we have now the neurons or the nerves which transmits impulse to the cell. They go to the brain. Which part of the brain? Because this is a sensation. Therefore, we saw it, the brain, we saw the brain. The part of the brain which is responsible for this is cerebrum. Cerebrum. Guys, if you have a question, let me know so that I'm able to solve that question. Able to solve that what? Able to solve that. Able to solve that question. Yeah, so basically, that's it. Let's go now to the deep side of the eye. Now, these are the parts we have been talking about, and this is what you need to know when it comes to the eye. Okay? Let's now start again. See, let's start from here. This is the pupil. You see, this is the pupil, the space. This is the one which allow light to enter into the eye. Yes. Then you have uh, this iris. Look at the iris. The iris, guys. The iris is very important in controlling. You see, it has muscles. It's like a banana. Ne banana, ne banana. Have one banana on top and one banana on bottom, like this. So they're like this. When you press, the banana closes there. When you do like this, maybe it goes back. Or use a balloon. When you press, it closes. When relax. So the space in here is controlled by this part called the iris. It's the iris. So you need to know that. So the iris controls the size of the pupil. It controls the size of the pupil. And then now, the pupil will control the amount of light entering. If the pupil has dilated, is too big like this, then more light will enter the eye. If the pupil is too small like this, it means that less light will enter the eye. I think I'm clear. Then we are done with this. We are done with this. That's why I say control the size of the pupil. While the pupil allows the light to enter the eye. Then you have these muscles here. Call them the ciliary muscles. The ciliary muscles, they are very important in controlling the shape, the shape of the of the of the what of the lens. They work together with the suspensory ligament. They work together with the suspensory ligament. The suspensory ligament, they hold the lens in position. They don't only stop there, they also help to change the shape of the lens, which you call the accommodation. Yes. So very important. Then the lens itself is very important in changing, when it's changing the shape. It can be small or big. It can be small or big, small or big, small. You understand? So when it's small, it means that look, small, it looks like this. When it's big, it looks like this. So when you are seeing an object which is far, you see the object as small. So it means that this is the kind of lens which is being applied. When you see the object, you see it as big. So this is the kind of lens which is applied. Because when the object is near, the information comes big, like see the person big. So the field of view is also what? Is also big. That's why you're able to see that person. You understand? Yes. Now, from there, we will see when you go to accommodation. Guys, you need to know these functions very well. Of them, that's why you say that it changes the shape for near and far vision. It changes, it either becomes um, um, less convex or it becomes more convex. You understand? So that now you are able to focus the near and the far object, which we call accommodation. Yes. Then you have what you call the sclerotic muscles or sclera. Sclera, someone is asking, oh, is giving the answer. Sir, are these the only part you need to know of the eye? Yes, these are the parts you need to know on the eye. You need to go there when you know these parts of the eye. Then scleral or sclerotic muscles is the part which it protects the eye from being damaged. So you see, it's that part inside which holds the eye. Basically, it also helps to hold the eye in its socket, because those muscles, if they are not there, they can be moved. Yes. Then you have choroid. This one, it reduces reflection. It also absorbs that by absorbing that too much. You understand? That too much light. That's why for nocturnal animals like dogs, the animals which do at night, they see better at night. Their choroid is well advanced in that regard. So small light which enters can be reflected back, and then yeah, doesn't absorb anything. It can be reflected, and then it is used to see. You can be able to see in the dark. That's why during night, when you strike light into their eyes, you see that as if they are producing light again. Why? Because of that mirror in their eyes, so it reflects the light back. Then they are not able to see properly. Yes. Then we have the yellow spot. We say that this is where the clearest image is formed. We say the clearest image is formed because it has the highest concentration of rods and cones. You have the retina. Yellow spot is also part of retina, but here the rods and cones, they are not too much distributed there. Yes. Then you have the the done with that. You have the optic nerve. Optic nerve, they carry impulse from the retina to the brain. They carry impulse from the retina to the brain. So that one is also, whenever I talk optics, you're talking about the eye. Whenever you talk about the optics, your thing must come to the eye. Yes. Yeah. Right. Then you have the yellow spot. Yellow spot is this. Yeah. It's this part. It's the what you call the yellow spot. This yellow spot. Okay, let me do like this so that you are able to see clear. This is the yellow spot. Did I say yellow spot? Blind spot. Here there are no rods and cones. If the image falls there, you won't be able to see anything. Yes. And then now you have suspensor ligament holds the lens in the shape, in position. Then you have this fluid which covers this eye, which called the vitreous humor. This one gives the eye its shape. So the eye is given its shape because of the vitreous humor. And on gave me the answers for A, for B, for C. I'm gonna go there and then see it. Ne? All right. So now, if you go back to our question, Nonsanta is saying that is she answering the everything? Oh, let me check and see. Um, A say that A is iris. Okay, correct. She said that A is iris, correct. And then B is saying that A B is cornea, correct. And then saying that C is choroid, C is choroid, correct. D is yellow spot, correct. And then D, ne? E is the optic nerve, correct. Yeah. So basically, this is the iris. This is the cornea. This is the choroid. This is the yellow spot, and then that is it. So now the labeling, then the functions, you must be knowing them by now heart, not the head, because what you keep in the heart, you don't forget it. So now you're saying that reduce the amount of light entering the eye. Reduce the amount of the light entering the eye. Reduce the amount of light entering the eye. It's the answer is saying name the letter and the name. How much it's saying allows light to enter the eye, reduces the amount of light entering the eye. So automatically it's this which controls the pupil, and then there's how big the size is. Yes, so the answer is A. Answer is A, and then you say that is the iris. So we saw it. They're saying supply food and oxygen to the eye. It is the choroid supplies food. It supplies it. Yes, the eye. So that one is done. Is C. Then transmits impulse to the brain. So is E. Answer is E. Then contains cornea cones and is area of the clearest image. So the answer is D. We saw it that has the highest concentration of Z. Don't take my answers away. Z, don't take my answer. I want to see the answers. Yes. And then you're saying that assist in the reflection of light. It assists in the refraction. Refraction means bending of light. Bending of light. So what assists in the bending of light? Yes, so that's the answer. So now we are going to, there's so many questions. If you look at that one, you can also answer. Now we can answer now this. Let me give you 1 minute to label for me on your book, and after that you're gonna label, and then as you get them right, don't copy. If you get them right, then it means that you are able to at least to know the naming. If you are struggling with a part and you didn't get it right, then automatically we're gonna say that you need to read it and read it and read it. So guys, start now. Giving you 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yes. You done? Okay. I hope now, guys, you are able to answer. Let's go through it. Okay. A is the ciliary muscles. B is the iris. C, good. Sir, which number are we answering now? Oh, no, no, I was just asking you just to label. As I told you that whenever they give you a question and this question has a diagram, né? If the question has a diagram, please label everything. That's what I'm doing. Before we start doing anything, we have to label. You see, that's why you're seeing me that whenever I'm giving you a question which requires you to label, even if it doesn't require me to label, but they're saying A, what is A, what is B, what I have to first label it so that I'm able to know when they ask questions, I'm able to answer those questions. Okay, let's label. More people are giving me more answers. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Nkomo. Yes. Hey, Petunia. Okay. Okay. Again. All right. Okay, now let's label now. Let's label together. C is the lens. It says, okay, yes. Okay, now A A, we say that A is the ciliary muscles. B is, check, it is that long thing. Ne? Yes, so it means that is the iris. Yeah, I see people are getting now correct answers. Now you're making me feel stronger. Yes. Yeah. You know, when I teach and then people are giving me correct answers, when it's not correct, but they are giving me answers, yeah, at least there is an interaction because we are studying together. We are studying together. I'm not imparting information on you. We need to study together. Yes. And when we say let's study together, organize that time. If it's 5 hours, let's study 5 hours. Yes. So now it's only 1 hour remaining now. Yes. All right. So now we are saying that A, what is A? A is the ciliary muscles. B is the iris. C is the lens. D is the optic nerve. E, E is the choroid. Choroid. F is the sclera. Ciliary body. Yeah, sometimes we can say ciliary body, but in most cases we say ciliary muscles because the muscles are inside the body. This is the whole thing, the ciliary body. But we have the ciliary muscles inside. Yes, I see people are getting correct answers. Petunia, thank you. Yeah. Yes, all right. They're saying that label A, we know that. B, we know that. E, we know that. They're saying give the letter of only the part which protect the delicate internal structure. Yes, give the letter only. Yeah, that protect the delicate internal structure, which is F. And we saw it here when we say that. We said it that protects the eye against damage, which is the sclera. So basically here you're looking for the sclera, which is F. And they're saying that transmit impulse to the cerebrum. To cerebrum, it is E, is D, which is the optic nerve. Yes. Become cloudy or opaque when a person gets older, leading to decrease in vision. This one is a defect of the eye. We call it cataracts. We call it what? Cataracts. So we have not reached there, but our distinction material answers that correctly and gives you a better what? A better vision of that. This is the one they're saying it occurs when the clear, transparent, cloudy, and opaque. That's what they're saying. You see, even I told you this is a marking word comes cloud and opaque is a marking point. That's why here they're saying it here that it becomes cloudy or opaque. You understand? Yes, that's the meaning. That at least you are on the right track. You're on the right. So distinction, that's how it becomes, the lens becomes like this. So the answer is cataract, and what happens there is the lens. So because they said the letter, the part that becomes cloudy and opaque, so the answer is C, it's the lens. You see that it has become check, the light can't go through that, and sometimes it's as a result of this old age we are getting. Yes. Then someone saying cataracts. Yes. Mule. Eh? Maluleke. Yes, Maluleke. Now you are on the right. You're gonna get a distinction. Yeah, if you continue like that, yeah, I'm telling you that things will go right. There is no way if you keep practicing and practicing, giving yourself, liking the subject, doing everything or your best. The devil is a liar, Buffett. He's a liar. All right. And become okay. Cut, contract or relax when the disease of when the distance of an object from and eye changes. Contract or relax. Here they're talking about the muscles which contract or relax when the distance has changed. Either is a near vision or is a far vision. You understand? So it contract and relax, contract and relax, contract and relax. You understand? So the answer here becomes the ciliary muscles, which is a, that's why we're gonna look at it here when we say that the near, the far vision, the near vision, the far vision. Yeah, you see, they say that ciliary muscles relax. While here they say ciliary muscles contract. That's why they say that contract and relax. Yes. So I think that's enough questions for labeling and the function. See, but if you look at this, is also labeling and function. Let's go now to the parallel mechanism and the accommodation. Then we see how far we can go before the class ends. Yeah. So I think now we are covered with this. Guys, if you have any question with the functions of the parts, please let me know. Yeah, we just need to solve this out. Understand? Just need to solve this out so that at least, let's go to binocular vision. Binocular vision means that you are, bi means one, means two, bi means two. Cla is actually the using the two. It's, you know, the one issue are using the vision, the binocular. There is monocular and then the binocular. If it's one eye, it's a monocular. If there are two eyes, for them the binocular. So it's called binocular vision. So when it's binocular vision, it means that it's a vision of an individual using two eyes. Understand? There is a way how these two eyes they connect each other when it reach there, and then this it helps us to see properly and the correct judgment. That's why I say that it gives us a good perception of depth. Yes, you are able to calculate properly. Yes. So binocular vision is very important in the developing the good depth of perception or depth perception, which can affect the coordination and the hand to eye skill. When you're catching the ball, if you have one eye, you won't be able to catch the ball like the person is having two eyes. It's a simple thing. If you go like this, go like this, close the eye, you see that you won't, you understand? You won't do like this. But if you do like this, you are able to calculate it properly. That's the meaning. You understand? That's the meaning. So you do pa pa, ne? Do like this, you won't be able to calculate properly. So when your two eyes are working, you have very good perception. You understand? Yes, have a very good what? Perception. So that is it. We go to the next question, whereby we're saying that catching the ball, walking and running so that you don't miss the steps. What is accommodation? I don't mean the where you stay. Accommodation is the ability of the eye to change the focal length of the lens. The ability of the eye to see near and far object is called accommodation. Accommodation. The ability of the eye to see near and far object. We call it what? Accommodation. So, in accommodation, we have what called the near object and the far object. The near object, we calculate it based on 6 mirrors. If there are 6 mirrors, then Automatically, we shall see that less than 6 meters, we shall say that that's a nearby object. When it's more than 6 meters, we shall say that that's a far object. You understand? So the eye is supposed to adjust as you are moving away from the eye or as you're moving away towards the eye. How do you see an aeroplane when it is in the sky? And how do you see an aeroplane when it is at the landing site or when it is at the airport? How do you see it? Do you see the same size, the same shape, the same? Even up there when it's the sky, you can even think that you can slap it with a, then falls down. Think that's a toy, but once it's down, that's when, oh wow, it's huge. Yes. So when the object is far, what happens? You see it as small. So you will require a small lens to view that object because light comes as a narrow beam. But when the object is near, you see it is big and huge. Therefore, you require a huge lens to converge that light into your eye, into onto the retina so that the image is focused correctly. That's why when you look at what, before you answer the question, look at two things, you're able to understand whether is a nearby object, is a far object. Look at this question. If the lens is thick, is a nearby object because the nearby object is thin. And then if the lens is thin, is a far object. It doesn't stop there. If you have a balloon and you pull it, the next muscles, the suspensor ligament for a thin lens must be straight. Why? Because they are pulling the lens to become narrow, to become less convex. When it's big, it means that the lens, the the ligaments which is connected to the lens are relaxed. That's why they are big. You understand? Yes. So if you look at this diagram, you have two diagrams. You have diagram A and diagram B, or diagram 1 and diagram 2. If you look at the lens, check this lens versus this lens. What do you think is a nearby object? You'll find out that diagram 2 is a nearby object, while diagram 1 is a far object. Why? Because the lens here is less convex, while the lens here is more convex. The lens here is less thick, is thin, while the lens here is thick. That's the meaning. Yes. So just by using that, you are able to understand which one is the nearby object, which one is a far object. You understand? Yeah, Tulufero is saying he's just joined. Oh, Tulufero. You're joining when you're about to finish. Okay. Never be better be late than never. Yes, at least you joined. You'll be able to understand what's going to happen in the next program. All right. Guys, telling me which topic do you want me to go through in the next class, the next long class. Which topic do you want me to go through? Type it in the comment section. Type it in the comment section. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, by the way. Don't forget to like. Also share to others. You see now people are joining when we are almost done, eh? Because you didn't share to them. To them. All right. And then they're saying that give the letter and the name of the part that. Hmm? The letter and name of the part that do what? That contract and change the shape of the lens. Should we start labeling now? Let's first continue here. So guys, I think I've tried to explain to you the two differences. How do I differentiate between the nearby object, the lens by the nearby object and the far object? If you look at this, you see that it's thick. Check the diameter here, and then and also check here, check the diameter here. You see that the other one, this one is more thick, and then this one is more thin. And if you look at the how these things are pulled, they are a bit straight compared to this one. These ones they are curled. They are curled. Someone saying evolution, sir, evolution, sir. Well, okay. Yeah, let me the topics. Put the topics. See, okay, so that I know that um where people have more challenges, ne? Yeah, so that I can create a class for you and then you're able to pass, guys. My happiness is to see you or to hear, even if I don't hear, spiritually, I'll feel it that you passed. Yes. So now, what happens inside there? The serial, guys, memorize one. The one, if you memorize nearby object, memorize nearby object. Then you write the opposite, the far object. Why do you have to read nearby object, far object? You just need to understand and then just memorize one. So you need to know in they move like this. L. So it's L format. I call it L format. You understand? Let me show you what I mean by L format. It's an L. Why am I saying L? It comes like this and then it goes like that. So that's how you're supposed to explain the L. You start with the ciliary muscles, you go to the suspensor ligament, you go to the lens, then you go to the retina. That's it. In this case, when the ciliary muscles, if you want to make it straight, you are pulling it, you have this, we have two muscles. We have the ciliary muscles, we have the suspensor ligament. Ligaments are also muscles. They are meat-like, something meaty. Yes, meat-like. Yes. So we're saying that ciliary muscles, suspensor ligament. Ciliary muscles, when they contract, suspensor ligament relax. Ciliary muscles contract, suspensor ligament relax. See, ciliary muscles contract, suspensor ligament relax. When the ciliary muscles relax, the suspensor ligament contract. You understand? Yes. So now, what do we say? Ciliary muscles, in this case, if I want the lens to be loosened, the suspensor ligament must relax. But we don't call it relaxing. We call it, they become slackened. The suspensor ligament slackens. I just use the word relax so that you understand the meaning of slacken. Don't. I repeat, do not use the word relax for suspensor ligament. They slacken. Don't use the word contract for suspensor ligament. We call it taut. They become taut. They become taut. Yes. See? They become taut. Yes. So please. If you say relax, we'll give you a zero with the eyes. Zero with the eyes. You know why you give you zero? You didn't listen. So now better listen now, guys, so that you don't lose this. I always tell my students that we have to use what you call a KO. KO means that you kick to win. You understand? You kick to what? You kick to win. So guys, you kick to win. Yeah, we don't just kick. And then we kicked for knockout, whereby when examiner sees the answer is enough, they are not going to argue that do you think this is correct? No, your answer is correct, give you a tick, move on. You understand? So ciliary muscles contract, suspensor ligament slacken. Now once you slacken, you are pulling. We have a balloon here. Let me check so that I show you exactly what you're supposed to, what happens there when it comes to it. Now I have two lenses. So now I'm busy making a lens for you. Maybe my lens is like this. I have two lenses. I have the first lens. I have this lens. I have this lens. And I have this lens. You understand? These are the two lenses. If you look at this is A, this is B. Which one is gonna be for nearby object? And which one is gonna be for a far object? And why? How do I change this to this? And how do I change this to this? This is because it is thin, it's less convex. We call it less convex. This is more convex. It has a more curved, It's thick. If you look at it, it's thick. So we call it more convex. This is for a nearby object. Because the nearby object, the field of view is big. So it requires a strong lens to reflect this light onto the retina. That's why by the time the light passes through this lens, it has been bent. Reflection means bending, bending of light. It reflects light to the retina. Then this one, because it's too small, light can penetrate very fast. You understand? Therefore, the bending ability of this is less. So we shall say that the refracting power of this is lower than the refracting power of this. So it's a far object because it's small. When you are seeing the object which is far, it's supposed to be small. This one is thick. You understand? No, now, because the object near is thick, is big. So now, how do I convert this to this? So if I'm going to look at that, the nearby object, what happens? It means that maybe you are viewing a far object. So what happens is these muscles on this side, if this is a suspensor ligament, even this is a suspensor ligament, yes, and then this is the ciliary muscles, and this is also ciliary muscles. So it means that the suspensor ligament must slacken. When they slacken, they become relaxed. So you see that now the shape of the lens is changing. You see, the shape of the lens is because this thing is not pulling anything. It's not pulling. You see now the shape of the lens has become more thick like this now because you are viewing a nearby object. Nearby object. Maybe you don't see it clearly. Let me just do like this. I hope now the light keeps on that you are able to bend it to the retina, the light. So now what happens is here is slacking. The suspension ligament is slacking. While this one has contracted. The lens becomes more thick. You see it was small, but now it becomes more thick. In science, we call it, it's more convex. You understand? It is more convex. And if it is more convex, what happens is the light is bent more. The light is bent more. It means that the lens becomes more convex. It means that it becomes more refracting. It has more power to reflect this light to the retina. You understand? And then now, once the image has been focused on the retina, you'll be able to see that object which is near, which is less than 6 meters from the person who is viewing. But now, if I want to see it's going far, so now what happens is now this suspensor ligament is supposed to become taut. When it becomes taut, it's supposed to pull. When it pulls, automatically this big lens is going to become small. So it keeps on pulling, you see? Keeps on pulling. Eh? Yeah, it's just that it's not going all of it, but it keeps on pulling this side. Keeps on pulling. As it keeps on pulling, the more you go far, the more is being pulled, and the smaller this lens is going to become. Like this. If the person is too far, it's going to become too small to an extent that you won't be able. If this lens has stopped pull, like to become less convex, it stops there, then you're gonna lose the focus. Then you won't be able to see that person. You just see but just seeing a small thing just moving around. It's because now it has become too much thing. It can't go beyond that. You understand? But as it comes closer, it means that now this thing for far object as you're going far is being pulled. You see? Yes. Can go back to our eye and then we can see it properly. Okay. Our eye. Guys, I hope you are understanding what I'm saying. Sir. Someone is asking me, sir, are we able to save the video? Sir, frozen. And someone is frozen. What is here? What is frozen? Um, guys, can you hear me? All right. I think the signals were bad. I think the signals were bad, but check out. Sometimes it's the internet thing. All right. I hope now everything is right. If everything is right, let's continue to yeah. So we are saying that see the muscles. What happens? So now we are saying that in the nearby object, what happens? Cell muscles contract. These are the cell muscles. This one, the suspensor ligaments slacken. They become like this wavy thing. The tension on the lens decrease, meaning that you are not no longer pulling that much. You understand? Now the lens becomes more convex. It changes from this shape to this shape. It becomes less convex. Understand? Yes, it becomes more convex. And then now the tension, basically it becomes more convex because the tension, you are no longer pulling it, just there, relaxed. The tension on the lens has decreased, causing it to become more convex. And then once it becomes more convex, it is thick. It means that its refracting power has increased. That's why you're saying that the light rays are refracted more, are bent more. And then now once they are bent more, the clear image can be focused onto the retina. That's why you are explaining the L shape, that you talk about all this A, you talk about B, you talk about C, and then you talk about D. Then you're able to get the answers. What about the dark the what, the far object? More than 6 meters. It's the opposite of the other one. The ciliary muscles relax, the suspensor ligament, they become taut, the tension on the lens increase, and then the lens becomes more less convex, and then the light rays are bent less. This word lens, you see, these colors means the marking point, and these are the things which you need to not to skip. The refracting power decreases because the tension on the lens has increased. You understand? And then less the clear image is focused on the retina. So the last point must be the same. Clear image is focused onto the retina. So that's Mahala mark. Yes. So if you come back here and then they ask you a question here, they're saying that give the letter and the name of the part that contract to change the shape of the eye. Obviously, they contract to change the shape of the lens. Change the shape of the lens is it contract to change the shape of the lens is the this. And then they are saying that um, saying that control the amount of light entering the eye. It controls the amount of light entering the eye is C. You understand? And they are saying that is protected by the conjunctiva, is the cornea. You understand? The cornea is able to protect, is to be protected by the conjunctiva. Remember I said that the conjunctiva is the outside part of the eye. You see, this part of the eye. So it's the conjunctiva. conjunctiva. See, even here I talked about it. Conjunctiva, conjunctiva. I said it is where is it? Oh, I just talked about it there. Yeah, but it just talked about here. Yes, it's a transparent part which basically protects the cornea. Study the diagram 1 and 2. What process is for changes in the shape of the eye? The shape of the eye. In the shape of the part E. Set diagram 1. What process for the change in the shape of the part E? Basically the lens. From diagram A, this is far object, because far object you see object small. You see that's why they are small here, and then here near object is big. You see the object was big, therefore it's a near object. So basically from far to near. You understand? Yes. Set diagram 1 and 2. Then I'm saying that basically what process, since they are looking for the process changing the thing from far object to near object, so we can call it accommodation. That's what we talked about. Which diagram 1 or 2 represents the state of the eye when the person is reading the book? If you are reading the book, is less than 6 meters, so you're reading near here, therefore it becomes diagram 1, which is the near object. Yes, so basically that is it. Yeah, guys, I think we have tried to cover the eye. I've tried to cover the eye. So the only thing which is about we have not finished is this, which is the pupillary mechanism. Pupillary mechanism. Isn't it? Yeah. It's the only thing which we have not. It allows the okay. Now let's go to pupillary mechanism. Before we go to the pupillary mechanism, here is the question whereby tell me the answers for A, for B, for C. A, B, C. Tell me the answers for A, for B, for C. It is, sir, it is not true. Someone saying, it allows light, it allows, let me check what they're saying. Saying that it allows light to enter. No, guys. Please do not confuse the lens with the iris. Understand? Yes. Someone saying it allows the light to enter, and the C controls. No, E is a lens. The function of the lens is to refract, is to bend light. You understand? Is to bend light. It bends light. That's why even here in the distinction material, I was clear here and I say that the function of the lens here, you see, the function of the lens, I said, changes so that you're able to see near and far object. While when I reached the iris, I said it controls the size of the pupil by allowing light. You see, it controls the size of the pupil by allowing this light to enter the eye. So it is the pupil which control the amount of light entering. But what controls the size of the pupil is the iris. So if they have not talked about a pupil, then definitely the answer is going to be iris. Remember, we have what called the most correct answer. You understand? Yes. So in this case, we are talking about which part allows light to enter the eye is C, which is the iris. Lens, it helps. It's not allowing light to enter the eye. No, definitely light will pass there, but when the light passes there, is refracted, is bent, so that it is focused onto the retina. So when it comes like this, so it's bent to the retina. What if this thing is closed? Automatically it won't reach the what? The lens. Yes. So what allows light enter, how much light enters the eye is the pupil, and the pupil is being controlled by the iris. So the answer is C. Let me check the question. Maybe It controls the amount of light entering the eye. It controls the amount of light entering the eye is C. You understand? Yes. So that is, I think, saying A is the lens. A is not the lens. A is the ciliary muscles. All right. Maybe you're answering this. Sorry. Maybe you're answering this. All right, guys. Let's answer. What is A? What is B? What is C? I think, guys, who was asking that? Nkomo. I think I've answered you properly, ne? Yes. So let's go to what is A, what is B, and what is C. If you have a question, I've opened the watch. As I'm closing soon, we will be finishing up soon. If you have any question and you want to share what you are asking, please call me on WhatsApp. Please call me on WhatsApp so that we hear your question and we are able to answer that question. Yes, you're able to answer that question. I'm waiting for you. Give me the answers. You're saying that B is the pupil. Good. B is the pupil now. Yes. See now? C is the retina. Good. C is the retina. A is the lens. A is the lens. Good. Fantastic. Good. Now we know. Let's go. State one function of A. A. What's the function of A? You see, it reflects light so that it's focused onto the retina. Yes. It changes the shape so that you are able to see near and far object. C. It's a receptor, né? So it contains rods and cones. Understand? That's where the image is formed. It's a place where the image is what? Is formed. And also it changes the stimulus into an impulse. See? Yes. Nocturnal animals, those are animals which see better at night. During day are nocturnal animals sleep during day and active during night. Cool. Explain how. B. Which B? Of nocturnal animal will differ from that found in animal that is active. Then how is this B? This one? Do you think it's gonna be small or it's gonna be wide? Definitely, because they see during night and night there is less light. B, the pupil is gonna be a little bit bigger. Look at the cat at night. It's too big. You understand? Yes, changes the shape and for objects. Yeah, it's cool. Maluleke. Yes. Yeah. Titus, I'm gonna call you and then you tell us what you have learned today. Make sure you answer your call. Then we are saying that definitely because they are viewing at night and they require more light to enter the eye. Therefore, the pupil is a little bit wider, or the pupil is more dilated than that one of animals which view during day. You understand? Yes. Nocturnal animals will differ from that found in animals that are active during day. Explain how part C. What is part C? Part C, it has more rods and cones. Remember, the cones are responsible to see color and bright light, bright light. And then the rods are responsible to see. The rods are responsible to see in the dim light. You understand? Yes. It means that these nocturnal animals, they have more rods than cones because they're not interested in color. They have more rods. How is part C? Part C, the retina. The retina will have more. It will have more rods than cones for those animals which see at night. Those animals which see during day, they will have more cones than rods because cones are responsible to see in bright light. You understand? Yes. So that's a little bit a big difference between the two. Yes. Yeah. I'm finalizing the class. Finalizing the class. Someone said I should call. Okay. Let's see if we're gonna hear from people when they are talking to us. Switched off the phone. Yeah. All right. Describe how the iris. Describe how the iris. Describe how the iris. Describe how the iris is able to control the amount of light. Yes. Basically, remember the iris has muscles. Because there are radial muscles and the sacral muscles. You understand? The radial muscles, what happens? We're going to look at them here and then we finalize with today's class, which is dim and bright light. Yes, dim and bright light. So here, the process by which pupillary mechanism is the process by which the diameter of the pupil is adjusted so that you're able to see in dim and bright light. You understand? Yes. But now this one is simple. I don't even need to waste too much time here, but just to give you the clue. And then after that, we'll look at a lot of questions concerning about that. Big relax. Okay. So now we are saying that radial muscles relax. So I'm gonna call radio with R. Then this is R. Sacral muscles contract. C with the C. So I have R, R, C, C. When you mix them, that is dim light because that's when you mix things. If you don't mix them, R with R, that's bright light because you are able to see. R with R, C with C. So radial muscles relax. Sacral muscles contract. The diameter of the pupil, if the sacral muscles contract, the diameter of the pupil will become smaller and then less light enters the eye. Basically, the diameter of the pupil will constrict, less light enters the eye. That's bright light. If you look at in the sun like this, you open the eyes and then yeah, this is the sun. You open the eyes like this. No, you try to close the eyes. You understand why? Because light which is entering. So in bright light, radial muscles contract, sacral muscles relax. Diameter of the pupil relax. Did I say that? Diameter of the constrict, it will become smaller, and then less light enters the eye. That's why I say R with R, C with the C. Radial muscles relax, sacral muscles contract, the diameter of the pupil constrict, and then less light enters the eye. And then in the dim light, because dim we mix things up. C with the R. You understand? In the dark, if they ask you to write a paper in the dark, are you going to write? You're gonna mix the things. Yes. So now we are saying that radial muscles contract, sacral muscles relax. You see, you are mixing the letters. The paper becomes the dilate, and then more light will enter the eye, and you are able to see at night because you have to open your eyes widely. Guys, why don't I stop here? It is exactly 10 o'clock. We'll do more questions. I think I should give you one more question. One more question. I'm not going to give you this one because we have not talked about the sites. Yeah, this one is good. Guys, do for me this question. Question 18. I think you have the now the things. Yeah, when I come back the next time, I will start with the last part of the eye. Then we shall go to the ear. For paper one, I want to cover paper one properly, and then now I open the journey of paper two. I open the journey of paper two. Then after that, I will make everything for you easy. What is A? What is B? What is C? Tell me. Very fast. Before I conclude the class. Titus, you switched off your phone. Titus, even you have left. Titus, don't do that to me. Can't do that, you. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. All right, guys. I think, guys, it has been a wonderful journey. So I agree with the Petunia about mathlit class. Did Petunia talk about mathlit class? What did you talk about? Okay, A is the iris. Good girls and boys. B is the you see now you get them right. I'm starting to be a bit confident with you now. Yeah, guys, don't miss up the class, the next class. When? It will be next week, because on Sunday I'm gonna do the prediction for paper one. Yeah, prediction for paper one. Then it will be next. I will announce it at least maybe 4 days before, so that I'll put it in the group and then just to tell you that okay, we shall have a class at this time and at this time. Yes, I'll announce it so that you guys, you don't miss out. Yes. It has been a wonderful, lovely class. Thank you for participating. Don't stop, guys. Go and read about the ear, so that when we come back, you're able to get the ear and the last part of the eye. Go and revise. Go and revise on the things we have covered today, from the brain until we have stopped. When we come back and I ask you some few questions, I see that you are flowing. I know that I might have new people there. It will give me more energy, and then I'll be creating more classes. I'm just even creating these classes mahal. Yes. One day I'll create a Zoom class. Zoom class, you switch on your camera, I ask you questions, I see exactly. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes some of you have a poor reading habit. That's why sometimes you go, you do the paper, you get the same marks. Sometimes you get smaller marks. It's because your reading habit is not good. Yes. Maybe I'll talk about it when I come back again, so that at least you're able to be helped, and then you make your future, or you make your life better. Yes. Don't forget. Pray, pray, pray. Don't stop there. Work upon what you have prayed for. Work upon, if you pray to pass, do things which are going to make you pass. Because the God you worship, I'm not a pastor that I'm preaching, but I'm telling you that. Don't forget that the God you worship will never put bread on your table. Will only give you the bread if you put something where the bread is going to come from. If you wake up in the morning, you go to work, you pray to get money, you'll get the money. But if you just sit and you pray, you are mistaken. If you want marks, pray for the marks. Go do things which are going to make you to go to get those marks. What are those things? Go and read. Guys, make sure you read. Read. We are there to help you guys, and so that you pass. Read. Everything you need is there. Whether it's my channel, whether it's not my channel, there are a lot of resources you can use, even if you are seated at home. You understand? Yes. I wish you the best, guys. Those who have attended my class, thank you very much. Those who have not attended and they are watching after, also thank you very much. Those who have not managed, I'm sorry. Maybe next time you will attend and you benefit. Stay blessed, guys. It has been a wonderful journey since we begin. I will thank the Nkomo, yes, Maruleka, Petunia, Sedi. Oh, sorry if I've mentioned your name wrongly. Yeah, guys, the people who have been sharing, asking questions. Z, yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. But someone asked me about the math lit class, the math lit classes. Tomorrow I'll release, there will be a prediction for math lit paper 2. Paper 1 is already out, so paper 2 is coming tomorrow. Yes, so we'll release it in the evening, maybe around 9 o'clock at night. Yes, so that everyone is at home. Yeah, thank guys, thank you very much. Stay blessed.